I'm sorry. I don't.
You have like 20 people in your town, in your village.
Yeah, what do you mean? There's quite a few people.
Your village.
They sell chickens at the corner where I bought that taco this morning.
Oh no!
They
Bought a
literally
taco
do.
in the morning. Okay, dude. I don't know.
Taco and like a
normal
gallon
here.
of lemonade.
No, it's like breakfast
Jesus
tacos.
Christ, you! What the fuck?
That's normal. That's such a
Lemonade and tacos in the morning.
Breakfast
Lemonade
tacos
and
is a normal
tacos
thing.
combined. Oh
It's not
my
like
God.
meat tacos. It's like breakfast tacos. Like so, it's either bacon and egg or like.
Oh, okay.
egg and-
Never mind
Bacon,
then.
egg, and
Jesus
cheese. Well, I mean,
Christ,
they
you
have
almost had...
barbacoa though.
Huh? Yeah, no, I got carne asada, but like it's just. Y'all probably don't know what it is, but it's like it's Mexican version of beef
Mexican
tips and
dish.
rice.
Oh, that sounds so good, actually.
Yeah, so but it's just they put it in a tortilla and then you eat it.
It's so good.
Oh, all right. We're
I had sushi today, so.
I did
I had
too.
sushi today.
I had
Yeah,
two sushi party packs for families, and I ate both of them. I feel like shit.
Yeah, what does that mean? What's a party pack sushi?
It's
You
supposed to
apparently
be.
buy it from
it's fun.
HEB, but I don't know about buying sushi from HEB.
Well, they make it there. So it's not as bad.
Okay.
That's what they tell me.
What about Walmart sushi? You fuck with Walmart sushi?
Oh, God, dude. It sounds dangerous.
it's a hit or miss, dude. It's like a roll of the dice. You just
That's
gamble
like-
at that point.
I don't even like. I don't like sushi near enough to every.
Like, I'm pretty sure they use the sushi from Walmart on Fear Factor.
Oh God.
They put catfish in their sushi and shit.
What is this mystery meat?
I was about to say.
Not catfish, cat and fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Parts of cats and fish.
Whatever is more locally available at your local Walmart.
Human.
You guys trying to eat some horse meat? I heard it's not that bad.
I think
It's just the idea of it.
I think I've eaten horse meat accidentally in my.
I mean,
whatever
the chick
restaurant.
that I know that does it a lot, she's like, she's over there in Sweden, so they do it like the Nordics.
Oh, is that why they're so beautiful over there?
Maybe.
Is
They
that
eat
the
horse and eat
secret?
horse.
Is that the fountain of
Mhm.
youth
They eat
meal
horse.
right there?
Mhm.
Hmm.
That tough ass fucking meat.
Dude, I was watching Bill Burr. He was like, he got invited to this like interview overseas. I probably talked about this, but he's at this interview in Sweden. He's like, I got to go with Hitler on this one. All you guys are beautiful. I could see what he was doing.
Jesus
He was like, I was
Christ.
walking down the street with my wife and going, "That guy's beautiful. Look at him. That guy's beautiful."
Beautiful dudes over there. I respect it.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, you go to Walmart and you see everyone in a motorized car. You're like, what the?
Dear
Yeah.
God, I hate going to
You'll be
Walmart.
lucky if everyone's dressed going to Walmart, dude.
I know,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. Just make sure everyone's
I
got
know,
pants
this
on. It's a
morning-
good day, dude.
This morning I was streaming like I was doing like IRL streaming like where I went to go get a taco and stuff, and then I didn't put shoes on because I was just going to the drive-through. And everyone's like, "Go to Walmart, go to Walmart." I'm like, bro, I don't have fucking shoes on. Like, I'm not going. Like, that's normal.
That's normal.
Like,
Yeah,
hell
you
no.
fit right in.
Hell no.
Toxic. I need a bang and let's get this going.
Just a quick bang.
Use one of those.
I don't want.
Is that like the new addiction everyone's been having lately? I hear
Alright, dude,
bang
it's
on
good
like
'cause-
all my social media.
What's
That's
up?
good because you only need one of those like per day and you're good.
I'm not gonna lie, this is my
bang
second
things?
one, but
They're like pre-workout drinks, but they're,
Oh, are they?
they're- yeah,
Have
they're, they
problems.
used to be like super like underground kind of, but I guess they're hitting more mainstream media.
Ah.
So it's a workout drink or an energy drink?
But
I mean, it's technically an
it's
energy
like
drink,
a
but
pre-workout, man. If you've
But
ever
yeah,
had
it's got, like-
pre-workout,
creatine and other shit in there that's pretty good for you to go work out. So.
I've had Gatorade. What's a pre-workout drink?
it's
Um,
like has like creatine in it. It has like
Yeah, it has like some BCAAs and creatine and stuff to like
the aminos, dude.
yeah, your amino acids, you know,
Oh, okay.
triglycerides.
also has like shit other than caffeine. It has like ginseng root, like things like
Yeah.
that make you like all like get like
Yeah, like
super edged
on the
out.
scale of 1 to fucking
Red line.
drinking 3 Red Bulls, how bad for you?
Actually, not too bad. Actually, it's
They're
probably
actually a lot better for you.
Because I'm considering scooping
Well,
them.
let's just put it this way: it's got 0 carbs, it's got 0 sugars. Obviously, it's got to replace the sugars with something else. I believe it's got like what's the fake sugar shiz?
Cancer.
No, not that
No, that's
one.
down the list further.
Yeah, you gotta. If you can't pronounce it fully in one breath, then that's probably closer to along the
Yeah.
lines. It's just got like
It's got a lot of shit in it.
Is it like at the store, or do you have to order it?
no, these things you can get right at Walmart, dude. Straight up.
Oh,
$2.
really? I haven't.
Most
I
convenience
literally have not even seen it.
Walmart
Like-
just started selling them. Some convenience stores down here. When I was up north in the Midwest, I didn't
Supplement
see
shops
them in, like-
mostly though.
Yeah, you probably go into a GNC, you
Oof.
can find them for sure. GNC usually gives you a cool deal. They'll give you
You buy like a
one,
pack, you get
like-
50% off of a pack,
Yeah.
another pack or something like
or
that.
if you-
Wow,
they're-
that's
you
what it go.
You buy one get one half off. I couldn't think of a fucking.
I just look at it this way: like they're not the greatest thing for you, but they're better than a Red Bull by about 100 times. So
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah,
as long
that's
as you're
what
not
I'm on.
having 2 a day, which look, I had one early this morning, but we're all right. Okay, I can
Wait,
handle
it's
it.
a pre-workout drink. Why is it so bad? Is that
A
like-
lot of people just can't handle that much caffeine. Honestly, a lot of people just aren't used to that high dosage of milligrams. To be honest,
If you're not used to it, you'll get.
you'll get the shaky shakies.
You're like, I gotta fucking do
Yeah.
something.
Then I'm gonna get them for sure.
Give you a nice.
I don't drink. I don't
Let's go.
drink like coffee or anything in the morning. I used to, but
I'm interested because I haven't found an energy drink that like does anything for me. Like I've tried Red Bull, I've tried Monster.
Have
I had
you
one of those like
guys-
5-hour energies.
These guys used to make Red Line. If you guys remember what Red Line is from way back in the day, basically was a pre-workout, and it was, yeah, it was there. It got you there. That's for sure. And I don't know if they stopped making it or whatever, but it says from the makers of the legendary Red Line energy products right on the back of it. So pretty good stuff. This
But yeah, we also
podcast.
we got a bunch of dope. Sorry.
As I say, this podcast is sponsored by.
yeah, right.
Phil Spark. I keep calling you Stroxy. I'm not used to the 4th guy yet. Sorry, dude. Hey. It's not you, Flopkis.
You just gotta get used to there being a chair with
Hey,
someone.
boys, Roxy TV here.
Why is someone sitting in the chair? Oh, that's Sparky. Never mind. All right. But what was I going to say? I forgot. Fuck. Oh, Sparky was to give the sponsorships to be like, this podcast is sponsored by Fuck G Fuel because that shit sucks.
There goes Jay, your shot at anything G Fuel.
I mentioned there the other day, like, so Sparky, what do you think about G Fuel? That shit fucking sucks.
All right, you
That
should go
G
take
Fuel
it,
shit?
30% off at checkout.
Dude, I wish G Fuel was like decent for you, man. I really do. I have so much of it.
I have 2 tubs of it, and I haven't drinking like any of it.
Well,
It just doesn't
it's
taste
got
good to me,
maltodextrin in it too, so it's like not,
Yeah, I
not
heard there
the
was a high
greatest.
amount of lead in it a couple years back too.
Like obviously it's better than like a Red Bull or something like that, but you can't overdo it with energy drinks. Bottom line, you gotta limit yourself because you got this shit is like fully accessible to like 12-year-olds, and these fools are popping like 4 capsules of that shiz a day, and it's like going crazy, dude. Shiz is not good for you. Oh
Did you say
man,
you have 2 tubs of it?
I have like a lot more than 2 tubs.
It comes in tubs.
They
Well, it's
come
like
in
this
like
big.
So it's like a powder for you.
It's not like a whey protein.
That's how most pre-workouts usually come, but bangs they come in like a pre-drink. But like
Right
previous
here.
pre-workouts I would take, they just come in like a little powder, like you'd put a scoop into some water. But we would just take them to the dome and then go work out.
Take it to the dome.
well when I used to
Yeah,
do
you just put a spoonful of powder in your mouth. It's so
I
gross.
would do that too. Yeah.
when I used to do bodybuilding with my buddy, what those guys would do, they wouldn't drink it with water. They literally would just take the scoop and they'd put it in and then wash it down because it hits your system quicker. So it was wild.
Yeah, I did that when I was like, I don't want to drink like 10 ounces of water before I.
Yeah.
work
Well,
out.
because the bodybuilder guys are chugging water as it is. They're drinking like a gallon a day as it is. It was just ridiculous. It was a time. That was a time. That was fun. I experienced sniffing salts for the first time. You guys ever tried those before?
Dipping salts?
Sniffing salts. You never heard of those?
No, I have no idea.
So like,
A zombie or some shit?
it's like sniffing pneumonia, Sparky, right? Is that like
Yeah,
the best
kinda.
way to explain it? So it gives you essentially a shot of adrenaline to get another rep up. So when you're doing heavy lifting and you're on like a max set, basically, you guys would go that you don't want to put the sniffing salts right next to you because it would just kill you. You like waif it in the air, so it's that strong. You take it right here and you just waif it, and you go, woo, and it's like a shot of adrenaline basically, and then you go do your like max set. And
Fuck.
yeah, it's crazy stuff,
Yeah.
dude. Look it up.
It hits your
Sounds like a steroid of some sort.
It
at that
feels
point.
like it for a very short amount of time. You just feel like Superman for like a rep. It's crazy. That with pre-workout, you feel like Iron Man. You feel like Superman, dude. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's experienced that. People are like, oh, Izzy's a freaking drug lord.
Nah, it's wild.
It's some crazy shiz.
Workout people are fucking wild too.
They
man.
really are.
Yeah,
Like I was telling
I could never get back into it that way again.
Flop like about this girl that was talking to me or trying to talk to me, and she would run like 8 to 14 miles every morning, and I'm like, what the fuck are you running from? Like, why?
My
You have that much
insecurities.
time.
Maybe she's just running real fast, dude. Just
And
flash.
she like wasn't even super skinny, so I'm like, I don't understand.
Some people just get that runner's high, dude. Like I don't. People just enjoy it. I don't know. I don't. Running's
It's
the
terrible for
worst.
your joints though.
To ask me,
Absolutely.
bro. I played basketball for over 10 years, dude, and that's not even
Yeah.
like cross country or some shiz. Can you imagine those guys? Oh my lord.
Yeah, the like running on concrete is really bad for like your shins and shit.
Well, my
Mhm.
knees just from sitting too long, Ryan, like and playing ball too long. My
Yeah.
knees get like inflamed after a while. They'll start getting really warm just because of all the
Yeah.
years I ran on concrete. You know.
Yep.
It's just
That's why
wild.
I'm happy I played hockey.
Yeah,
Don't
hockey.
usually have many
Hockey.
physical issues.
Yeah, hockey. You got a lot of pads, so you don't really have to worry about too much. And then you're just kind of gliding. So it's like
Yep.
the only thing you really have to worry about is just getting smoked. Obviously, like blindsided.
Yeah.
But there's no like hard cutting. You're just kind of gliding. That's not too terrible for you.
I can't imagine being on the hardest surface in the world with knives on the bottom of your feet running around.
It's not
There's
that bad.
nothing better, trust me. Once you get used to it, it feels so good.
Yeah,
I can
running's
see
not that bad. Like I ran cross country. It's like you only get shin splints from running on concrete because you have your say this is your leg, you have your shin, then you have your calf. That little muscle where you get the shin splints because it's so weak when you start running.
Oh,
but it
dude,
gets
I
better.
have them
It
in
gets
my
better over
right.
time.
I have them in my right shin, and they are awful. I don't know if you guys have experienced shin splints before, but
Oh yeah.
think of a
During
think of a
football.
micro stress fracture essentially, and every time you are active, I guess sometimes they like come up again, and then you kind of gotta like warm them up, or like people say rub your stress fractures out. Basically, you like rub your shins, and then they get warmed up. It's terrible. I don't know how like NBA players do it. Honestly, they just sit in tubs of ice all day long. Ugh. Too much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We did a nice little intro without really doing an intro, but Flopkis is back on the podcast. Everybody, welcome back, Flopkis. Thanks for coming in today, friendo. We appreciate it very
Hopping
much.
off the battle
How-
bus one more time.
How are you doing today, my dude? Welcome.
Thank you. Good. Happy to be here. Happy to be with the Borthers.
Borthers. It is our pleasure, sir. This is your second appearance now, friend.
Like SNL vest, like the 5-time ones.
Yeah,
I'm just
dude.
counting up, racking it up.
Just got to get one for each finger, you know?
Yeah.
At the fifth one, you get your own blazer.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys went
Oh.
over this. I'm sorry it's a little bit late, but I hate Tom Brady. You know? Who here?
Don't fucking start with me.
Jagger's about to...
What?
Just...
Jagger not like
He's
Tom-
going for the
Bring
other
the heat.
hand.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here for that. But does Jagger not like Tom Brady?
No, Jagger likes Tom Brady. That's what I
Okay,
figured out, right?
I pray to Tom Brady.
was about to
Tom
say.
bless Tom Sparky.
I mean, he's the GOAT, dude. Yeah.
Exactly.
6 rings, Uggs for dudes, supermodel wife. His wife makes more money than him. Like, I don't know.
He's gonna get all the. He's gonna complete rings. On his other hand, he's gonna snap Jerry Rice out of existence.
he's just poof gone. What is he, Thanos, dude?
Yeah, it's just a thing.
he already
Jason,
is.
Fuck. I don't know his name. Whoever the Cowboys owner is, I fucking hate that guy.
Ugh.
Ever since he appeared in Papa John's commercial, I was like, this guy's a fucking prick. And you know what?
Fair enough.
I was right. Sorry. I like. It's not much that I like Tom Brady because I do. But I hate Tom Brady and Patriots haters. Like that's the thing. We talked about this before, but I mean, there's people that just hate him just to hate him now.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying. Like, you don't even like, especially like the people that go to Super Bowl parties. They don't even care about the game. They just watch the commercials and they're like, "Oh, I hate the Patriots." You don't even watch football. I don't either. Just hearing that shit, and I don't even watch football is annoying. I can't imagine if I was actually like an avid NFL person. Sorry, I'm getting on the rant.
I get you though, dude. That's like people hating on our Lord and Savior Ninja, man.
Wait, that's...
He goes, wait, let me take it back real quick. No, but I get where you're coming from though. I don't know why. I don't get it. People just, I don't know. People just hate to hate. It is what it is. People like riding the bandwagon to hate.
Is that this generation though? As an old man, old 25-year-old man going on 26, is that the generation where everyone just hates everything now?
I think a lot of it's jealousy or what?
I don't know.
Definitely.
Probably.
It was like yesterday. I saw a story that Gordon Ramsay was trending. I was, oh, what is Gordon Ramsay doing? Is he doing Hot Ones 2 Electric Boogaloo? People were pissed because he opened up an Asian restaurant and he called it authentic Asian food, and everyone just lost
saw that.
it.
But isn't that what it is?
Is it authentic Asian food?
I don't know who. I mean, he opened it, so I think that's why people are pissed about it. I don't know who's working in the staff. It's like you can have like authentic, shitty Mexican food. That doesn't mean the word authentic is a good thing. I don't know. I think I just don't like the word authentic. But people are like bashing him, like, hey, since you're a white guy trying to cook Asian food, like that's not the way it's done. You need to go to a real place in like Japan or wherever and try their like style food. And it's like, dude, if this guy's like classically trained in like all cuisines, like I think he.
I was about to say he literally is like the goat. What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know.
And white guys not enjoy different food? Is that what that's coming down to now? That's crazy.
Yeah, speaking of food, I was watching Andy Milonakis the other day, and he was just like, he just sits there in a stream and like watches like the Food Network, I guess, and like he was watching some dude in Japan just try all this stuff, and I was like, holy shit, that seems like amazing. Just walk down the streets and like eat all the crazy food.
Yeah. Wait, Andy Milonakis watches food videos?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Apparently he had his.
I'm in the wrong line of streaming, dude. Holy shit.
Apparently he had his own like cooking show at one point where like he'd bring like on special guests and like they would cook like for him or whatever, and then they would try the food and he would interview them and then they would like rap together or some shit. I don't know. It was some stupid. It's old, bro.
I like that though. I like the watching as much as I like watching people who know how to cook food. I like watching people who have no idea how to cook. Or the comedian, the guy who always takes his shirt off on stage. He has that Russian
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer. Sorry. And yeah, he has his own cooking show. It's called Something's Burning, and he has like various comedians on, and like they obviously don't know how to cook very well. But he brings them on, and they help him cook, and they try new stuff out, and it's really funny. But yeah, you know what I hate? Because we're on the hate train.
Yeah, what do you hate?
I hate watching kids cook on fucking Food Network. That
My
shit drives
mom
me
was
up the
watching
fucking
that earlier.
like kids baking championship. Like, what are you gonna make? I'm making chocolate chip cookies, and I'm gonna make them the best. Those fucking smug motherfuckers. I don't God, I fucking hate it, dude.
It's wholesome content, Chuck.
No, it sucks.
Doesn't your heart just melt?
And that fucking one judge is always on Chopped. That always gives everyone shit. Alex Gordon show. She's on there and like, I want this girl to fucking blast these nerds. And you know what she does? She tries them. She's like, oh my God, it's really good. And then she's like, you could have worked on, putting less chocolate chips in the chocolate chip cookies. I was like, fuck off. If this was like a real person, you would have blasted him. Can we just get some realness? That's why everyone's
We're just gonna make the kids cry on the show no matter what. It's like, okay, let's just be honest. Your dish sucked. Okay, it sucked ass. Get out of my face. Like just Hell's Kitchen.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Take a bite. This is dog shit.
Have you seen those videos where they splice in Gordon Ramsay like yelling at people from Hell's Kitchen?
Oh, it's
and
one of
then
the
they cut to,
greatest
the
things
reaction
ever.
videos of the kids crying.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's content right there.
I'm just saying, being soft to those kids on those kids baking championship cooking shows is make them. They're going to grow up and then they're going to start complaining about Gordon Ramsay opening an Asian food restaurant, calling it authentic. I'm just saying.
True.
I'm done with the rants.
Oh, that was good. That's just funny you brought that up because my mom was literally watching like kids baking thing downstairs, and I was like, wait a second.
See, I'm glad they have it on the on the TV guide or whatever. I know I sound like I'm from the '90s, but not TV guide, but on the guide when you go down, it's like now it's not chopped, and then you click on chopped, and it's like then they have the kids on there, and you're like, God damn it. And now it has like they have their own show. Now it's like kids chopped or kids baking championship. It's like okay, I don't even have to waste my time. I'm just gonna keep scrolling.
Say no more. Boop.
Watch porn on HBO.
Have you ever watched The Great British Bake Off?
I feel like I have, but
Never
I've
heard.
definitely heard of it.
I mean, it's just another cooking show. I really don't know anything about it, but my ex used to watch it all the time, and it's just so interesting the difference between like their culture to ours. Like nobody's ever heated. It's always just chill. Like they'll lose, and they're like, "Well, I did my best, lovely." Like cheerio all, and they're like, "She was great," and they just continue on. Like it's all just so chill. Like some of them will stop what they're doing to go help somebody else. Like they'll take time out of like their bake.
What?
Like yeah, like all the time they
It's
do this.
cutthroat over here, dude.
But they're still like British, like they're real cold about it.
Right.
There's no smile,
course.
but they're all just super pleasant.
That's actually good content right there.
Like Cake Wars. Have you guys watched that?
Yeah.
They make these giant cakes, and then the worst part is when they have to carry it over.
Yep.
to
It
show
all
that-
falls down.
like,
It
it all
just collapses.
Spend
It's like
an
a
hour and
bad
half on
nightmare
it.
in slow motion happening right in front of your eyes. Just
Yep.
like, no!
I saw one where they carried it to the table, and then it was on the table for like a solid like 2 minutes, and then it came crashing
Oh,
down.
no.
But they still won.
Oh, that's what's up.
They're like, hey,
Dude, that reminds me. The other day I ordered fucking pizza, and like I went to go pick it up, and I got it right.
Yeah.
So I'm walking into my fucking house, all fine. And I guess I stumble and I trip, and this pizza falls, and I'm like, no! So I try to catch it, and I just smear it against the fucking wall, and then it
Oh,
falls.
my God.
And like, it's just like the whole thing of pizza. It's not like a little plate; it's a whole thing of pizza. And I'm like, fuck, man! And I was gonna be dog hair on it.
Oh, but
sucks.
did you save
But
it
I'll
though?
eat it, though.
I was gonna say-
Dab some napkins on
Dog
there.
hair ain't stopping me. Throw a little ranch on that bish and then slabber it down, dude.
I felt bad about it,
Dude, that reminds me of like a story when I used to deliver pizzas, and I wouldn't say similar situation, but kind of for the pizza. It was snowy Minnesota day. I'm delivering pizzas, and I remember turning to this house, and I'm like sliding because it's icy out. I'm like, oh great. So I'm trying to fishtail back over, and all of a sudden I see the pizzas, the like 3 or 4 pizzas in like the big like pizza warmer things. I had them all stacked up in the passenger seat, and they're sliding forward in my car, and I'm like, no! So I'm trying to catch the pizzas while like fishtailing, and I'm like, oh great, those things slammed. So I look in the pizza box, and these people ordered like 2 of the 4 pizzas that I had in there. The top one kind of like slid over, and the cheese kind of like slid off. So I kind of like adjusted it and just like made it look presentable enough. I dropped it off, and I left, dude. Grabbed my tip, and I left.
You touch with your bare
Boy,
hands, you're like,
give me
fuck it.
I was like, F it, bro.
Well, they're the ones who ordered it on a freaking snowstorm.
It was a
day.
terrible
Like,
snowy day, and I was like, "Fuck this, mate! Like, I
ain't driving back.
No, I am not coming back here, dog." Like, it wasn't terrible, but like you could tell it's a little bit like too hot. So I was like, just gonna slide it over there. We're good to go. Brand new, good as new, baby. God, I hated that job.
Pizzas like on snowy blizzard storms. Like, fuck, man, the roads are closed. They're like condemned to everyone. But I hope this
Yeah.
14-inch fucking mom's Prius can make it here.
Right?
I hope this kid that's making under $7 an hour and hopefully gets a tip from each pizza or each delivery can make it here in 30 minutes or less.
Dude, no one has any idea how much to tip the pizza guy.
Dude, the amount of times I got stiffed doing pizza deliveries is like uncountable. Seriously.
I'm sure.
And like I'll be honest. I was delivering in a rougher area of town, but man's gotta make that bread somehow, dude. So yeah, it was rough. But I had some regulars that were really nice. I mean, they would always tip me at least $10, and they would order all the time. So that was nice, but it's like, man, I would be getting stiffed all the time. Just like, oh sweet, this guy's ordered like 4 pizzas. Oh, I should be getting at least an $8 tip minimum. Nothing. I'm just like, oh,
That's crazy. I know.
Is there a flat base rate or is it a percentage
Yeah.
thing with pizza?
at
I've
least
wondered
with
this.
the place
That's
I
a
worked
very
at,
good question.
it was every delivery you went out on that night, you got $1 for each delivery, no matter what. So you would get that in like the pot. You would take that after you were done with your shift. So you'd get $1 for each delivery, no matter what, and then you'd get your hourly $6 an hour or whatever it was at the time. And then the tips on top of that is basically where you make your money. So that's how it was for me. I don't know if it's changed since then. That was like 4 years ago I was doing that. So I don't know. But yeah, it was not good some nights. Some nights were really nice. I was making easily over $100 in tips. But like, yeah, some nights it was just like, yeah, screw the pizza guy tonight, dude. It was like, oh, please.
You would make over $100.
In tips, yeah. I would only work Fridays and Saturdays usually, busiest times. And yeah, there were some nice people, but I just remember this one guy, like because I try to not carry a ton of cash on me for obvious reasons, because I mean, you don't want to be running around with hundreds of dollars of cash just in your car and stuff. So I'd go put some back in the till or whatever, or like not carry a bunch of ones and stuff with me, break them and not have to break stuff down. But the one time I had to break one down, this guy gave me like a $50 bill. I'm like, dude, $50? I gotta break this shiz down. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta go run back and grab money from the till, man. You mind waiting for a little bit? He's like, oh no, just keep the change. I used to deliver pizzas as a kid too. Gave me like a $25 tip, and I was like, my man
Dang.
coming in the clutch.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy
Bless
money.
those people out there, dude.
I like to read like horror stories on the subreddit Tales from Your Server, and sometimes they'll
Oh,
have the
God.
occasional like pizza thing or whatever, or the pizza guy. Well,
Right.
they were delivering I think it was like 50 pizzas to Bungie Studios or whatever.
50?
Yeah, and it was 4 of them delivering all these pizzas, and they finally delivered the pizza, and it took like a few trips to and from for each of them. But Bungie ended up tipping them like $250 each. And he goes, "Oh wait! Whoever the main guy was, I don't know who any of them were, but the guy that took the order was like, "Oh no, wait, come back!" And he came back and he gave all 4 of them a collector's edition of Destiny 2. I thought that was really
Oh,
cool.
That's
that's
so
sweet.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
I did one delivery like that though. Someone ordered like 15 pizzas for like a party, and I was like, "Sign me up." Ordered. I had 2 massive, like, I don't know how I fit all these things in, because like the things where you keep the pizzas warm, they carried like probably, I think we were able to fit like 6 pizzas, 6 pies in each one. So I was just carrying them huge things, and it was at this like local hockey rink area, and I couldn't find the people. I was like, where are these people? They're like, I was like, I got to deliver 15 pizzas. These guys didn't tell me where they were. So I'm like running around in this like, whatever, like this community center area with this hockey rink. I got like 15 pizzas in my hand looking for people. And I finally spotted them, but I got like a fat tip, like a $30-something tip. I was like, easy money, baby. Makes for good stories doing those types of jobs, I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh.
Usually, whenever I order pizza, it's just like, you know, they have the like special instructions thing. I usually just put my number and I'm like, text me when you're here, because if you knock on my door, they can't stop my dog from going to get you. And then some people don't ever text me. And we just let Titus out.
Oof. Scary.
It's annoying for me to order pizzas because I have to like, we don't have a gate key, so I have to go all the way to the gate and open it up for them and let them come inside. And not to like wave them, hey, like I'm like walking up to their car. Sometimes they get freaked out. Like I'm gonna dude, I'm just me. Like I know I'm wearing a hoodie and my shirt's all kind of, you know, I got some blood on my shirt, but you know, it's fine. Out, dude.
It's fine, all right. Just give me the pies.
I try to order like from Pizza Hut, or else I order from like what's that fucking Dinner Dash or whatever, but that shit's so expensive, dude.
Dude, Diner Dash? Yeah, you gotta like tip ahead of time, right? Is that how that works, or?
You don't have to, I don't think. But there's like the driver's fee, the ordering fee.
Yeah.
I've heard some people getting skamazed on that though. Like they'll order like something from like whatever McDonald's or something, and like the people ordering it will just run off of people's food and stuff. I've heard a lot of stuff about that.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, let me get 2 Big Macs, a large fry, and a soft drink, and they never show up. And my money's gone or something. It's like, oh well, I don't want to order from that, and it's expensive. So, DoorDash, that's the one.
Yeah.
Do the drivers not have like a profile? Like,
I don't know how it works. Is it like Uber, where like you can?
I mean, I've used it once, but like it was kind of like it felt like Uber or Lyft. Like I just kind of dropped my location. I was like, all right, cool, this is what I want. And it was a pretty penny. It was kind of expensive. But the dude showed up to the hotel, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll be down in the lobby in a second. And it was just some old dude holding the bag. And he's like, here you go. And he had like a special bag that like I guess kept the food warm. And he pulled out.
Professional.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he pulled out my what did I even order that day? Jack in the Box. Yeah. Pulled that out and handed it to me, and I was like, all right, see ya.
Oh, I did DoorDash. Yeah, I did DoorDash once on stream. I wanted Taco Bell, and the guy called me while I was streaming because he couldn't find me, which at the time, granted, it was a little confusing, but he calls me, and it's this like older Spanish guy, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, do you need me to come outside? Like, and wave you down? He goes, I don't know what to do. I will go back. And I was like, well, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was like, I'll find you.
Like,
So I had to like
you.
the stream still. Yeah.
I'll go back now.
Like, what? Where are you gonna go?
I remember watching Lyric, and he like, I guess he'd ordered something too, whatever, and he's like, God damn it! I'm looking out my window and just watch this fucking drive in circles.
Oh, I think I was watching him when that happened.
This fool's just like,
I can only imagine.
You don't know a streamer mansion when you see one?
He lives in New York, doesn't
Yeah, I
he?
think he lives in like Manhattan or something.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dang.
I think it's an apartment.
That's some big baller status right there.
That's probably a shit ton of money. I can't imagine.
That streamer money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember I had one dude deliver. He couldn't find the place because we lived in an apartment complex. He's like, I can't find your building, dude. Like, he sounded like really desperate. And I finally met him after like 15 minutes looking for him. He was like, dude, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm so baked out of my mind. There was no way I was going to find your apartment unless I really like asked for help. And I was like, dude, I'm drunk as fuck right now. I'm giving you $20.
Oh, that's honest right there. We love that.
Sometimes honesty is the best policy, man.
Some wholesome people out there. Ugh.
But I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of one of the reasons I want to move to like a bigger town like Austin and stuff, just so I can have DoorDash and everything like available.
More
Like,
options.
Here I don't have shit.
Austin's fucking expensive now, man. It's not as much as like California by any means, but Jesus, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I'll probably be up on the northern side, like near
North side, you try to live. That's like high end living. Well, most of it is. Like Cedar
Oh.
Park, ooh, you gotta be.
No. Oh my.
Oh,
You need a lot of G Fuel sponsorships. You want to live in the
North Side.
30% off.
Nah, not a Cedar Park. Cedar Park, dude. I remember wrestling against them. They were a bunch of fucking. Yeah, they beat our ass.
All those rich kids are cracked out, dude.
No, have recruits since they're coming out of the womb, dude.
All those people up in North Austin are like corn-fed fucking.
Yeah, straight corn-fed white boys and just beat the shit out of us. And I was like, oh my god, we were wrestling since they were 5 years old. I never seen this sport till fucking freshman.
Gets thrown into the lion's den.
It's like me when I was like running track for the first time freshman year. I was like, all right, we have to run 400 meters, which is like just one loop around the track. And then we started like sprinting, and like I got through the first leg, and I was like, all right, I'm gassed already. And they're like, you guys are still fucking going. Like I'm starting to get gassed. Everyone's just like, good lord, guys, like chill the fuck out.
Did you guys ever have that experience where you didn't necessarily want to play the sport, but your parents wanted you to try the sport type of thing,
my God.
and then you had to do it anyways, but you, like deep down you're just like, this sucks, but I'm just doing it.
Baseball.
Oh, right, Ryan,
yeah.
we're gonna try baseball this year, all right? You're gonna sit out there in the outfield and do nothing.
I played every sport except for basketball.
Oh, basketball's so good. I miss basketball. Baseball sucked, dude. I played all my childhood. It wasn't that fun, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, I hated it.
I was the kid, like, whenever they would call me to the dugout, I would, like, fist pump and get excited because I got to sit down and, like, just cheer my friends on. Like, I did not care about playing. I was like, Jagger, I was like, can you come please put me in the dugout, please? I would, like, beg. And they're like, all right, Jagger, come to the dugout. I'm like, yeah! Finally.
Where's the bubble gum and sunflower seeds?
They always take me in the outfield. And my brother was like, I mean, he played more baseball than I did, but he was like, he had that same mentality as I did. Like, he would just like, he'd be stuck in the outfield too. And he would just put his glove down, put dirt in the glove, and then just like put it all over his head. Like that was how into it he was.
Just out there picking daisies.
Oh my god.
If me and the other kid, then like the kid in the outfield who was center field, we would just throw it between each other, and the kid would start crying to his mom. He's like, throw me the ball! I'm like, you're not throwing me the ball! And we just feed off it. And we're like, yeah, fuck this kid. And I was an asshole.
I think all kids are though, like just got a little bit of it in them. It's just like you almost expect it. It's like it's not surprising, especially in sports, dude. It's just a roll of the dice, dude.
I can't imagine getting older and like actually having kids, and then like they're like, I want to play baseball, and then like, I think I'll do my son's baseball game. The motherfucker's doing cartwheels in the fucking outfield. I'm like, god damn it!
Look, at least he's not playing.
What the fuck? Dude?
At least he's not playing soccer. Triggered EU viewers. Look, I respect LA football over there, but holy schlumperfest, dude! I don't think I could watch a full soccer game. I'm sorry, like it just, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I could make it through. It's like I could go to like a baseball game and make it through a baseball game, but like, dude, I don't know how the lads do it. They get pumped too. It's like wild, dude. They get a goal. It's like, oh my god!
Yeah. The whole stadium starts coming down. It's great. Like, it's the best part. And the thing that annoys me about soccer is I like watching it, the one time every 10
The
years I
World
get to
Cup
watch
is
it.
all right. That's cool. Like, yeah, this is a big deal. Best of the best are playing. Sweet. I can get down with that for a little bit. But that's every 5 years or something like that? What is it? Every 4 years? I don't know when the World Cup is.
Like the Olympics? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. But you catching my drift. But yeah. Once in a while, I can deal with that. But I don't know. I guess I just never played it growing up. I don't know. Some people love it. Some people absolutely love it and go bonkers for it. I mean, it's like probably the most popular sport in the world, but
Oh, by far. Absolutely is.
Do you know what an amazing sport to watch is? Absolutely. when the Olympics comes around, watch the
Women's
Olympic
volleyball.
curling team. Curling.
Dude,
bro.
that shit is
Dude,
wild.
they just scream the whole time. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I was just, fucking scream.
Harder!
A lot of the Olympic teams, believe it or not, like practice up here in Minnesota. We have a bunch of those like
Oh,
things.
okay.
Yeah. So people will just practice for the Olympics up here. You'll see like professionals all the time. It's like, what? You
know
guys
how,
are about it.
ice skaters are like groomed from like childhood to like become like the Olympic people, and I'm sure for the other sports too. What do you think the process is to be a curling person? Like they
I don't
find
know.
like janitors or like like what is the process there? Like how do you know
Athletic.
that person has like that skill? How do you find that out about yourself?
I don't know.
They toss the iron while holding it
remember-
in the light.
I remember seeing a picture on Twitter, and it was like the U.S. Olympic curling team, and they all look like just total fucking dads that are like,
Dude, they're
Like,
just
I'm like,
living the
what the
dream,
fuck?
dude.
Here, like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's 100% accurate though.
My knees are too weak from high school football. Let me see if I can do curling.
Dad is just pumping on the ice out there, dude. Dude, that's actually so funny that you compared it like that because it's so true. And then what is there? So there's like different positions, right? Like you got the one person who's like straight up back here, and they're like skating backwards with the thing. You know what I
Straight
mean?
line.
They're just like making sure it's like precise. They're like, yeah, no, to the left, like.
With that sport, it's always like one gender, right? Like you never see. It's all guys are all girls. You never see like
Oh man.
guy and their girlfriend like curling together because that would just be a shit show. It'd be like, I'd be like, scrub harder, Ray, scrub harder, Jagger, scrub to the left. You know, it'd be like doubting match. Like,
I would pay to see that. Oh my god, that is high tier memes right there. Oh my
I
god.
don't know if I can post this in the Discord chat, but oh, there it is. It's all 100% just dads.
Just straight up Paul.
it's like bowling. Like same thing with bowling.
Oh, dude, my dad's in a bowling league. He'll whoop your ass.
I'm sure
Dude,
he can.
Bowling's wild, bro.
Just-
No, you guys laugh at bowling, but like you guys ever watch professional badminton players, dude? Those guys are wild. Oh my gosh. It's insane. Like these guys are like jumping so high for the little birdie in the air, whatever you call it, and just like they're full in it, dude. They are full in it, and it's mind blowing to watch.
Well, it's like you see people like running and like you'll ask them like, "Hey, what are you training for?" "Oh, I'm doing a CrossFit, or I'm working out, or I'm training for basketball." "Oh, what are you running and conditioning yourself for?" And no one ever says, bowling." Like it's just like, what do you have
Ping
to work out
pong.
for?
Dude, those ping pong players are nutty, dude.
Oh,
you
like
ever watch that?
The Japanese ping
Yeah,
pong
those
players
guys are
like,
nuts. They get like real low to the ground, shoulders hunched. They're just like get a nice bead of sweat going.
Yeah, or they react too late, then they're like,
Yep.
like on their backs and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Or they'll like jump and just like it's some wild stuff, dude.
I like watching women's tennis. 'Cause it's almost like watching porn without, you know, if you just turn it off.
Jagger, what are you watching? The Olympics.
It's Serena Williams, dude. It goes back. It goes back over here.
Here, by the way, chat, if you guys didn't see the picture, I'll show chat here. That's what we're the dads. Look at these. These guys are what we call living the absolute dream right here. Look at this. It's like out of peak,
Oh
out of
Is that American? That's
dude,
American
out of
yeah, that's the
dude.
American team. You know it.
Right out of peak. Like it's like who was it, Sparky? It's like, yeah, you know, the football legs just aren't moving like they used to, but you know, curling, let's give this a try, and then boom, there they are. It's good stuff right there, man.
The guy on the right, his arms are like as thick as mine. I think I have a new profession, guys.
Absolute unit, dude.
I don't even know how you practice curling. Like no one in Texas practices curling. Like what facility do you go to? I mean, I have to drive like 3 hours to find a hockey rink. Like there's no hope for me.
Dude, I remember in San Marcos, I was there at one of the bars, and one of the dudes was talking to me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm on the hockey team," and I was like, "What the fuck? We have a hockey team?" Like,
What they do?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Where do y'all practice? Like, what the? Yeah, he was like, and I was already drunk, like shit faced, so I'm just giving him shit the whole time. He's like some big white dude. And I was like, there's no fucking way y'all practice hockey here, like not at all.
I'll play street hockey or what?
Yeah, so I was like, you got rollerblade like around or what?
They don't have a ice rink.
Yeah,
Like, how-
that's what I'm saying. I don't know where the fuck they did it.
I went to the same university you did. Where the fuck did they play hockey?
It was like club hockey though. It wasn't like for the school, you know.
Oh,
So I'm not sure exactly. Or I mean, it was for the school, but it was like part of their. I don't know. College sports are weird.
yeah. College sports are weird because you have to take one at some point in college. Like you can either take like yoga or bowling or like I'm not sure what else you can take because that's
I
way
took
off the
I
island.
took strength training.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, you can do some stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then,
it's always I always heard those courses actually pretty interesting though. Like my ex took a bowling class and she's like, "Yeah, it's fucking legit. I upped my game by like 150 points." I was like, "God damn, dude!"
I took bowling. And you literally just show up, bowl 2 games, and go home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I said, dude. The coach was like, "Whatever." I was like, "He's like, what scored you bowl, Christian?" And I'd be like, "A gentleman's 40." And he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, I hurled the fucking ball like an
Yeah,
animal.
that's
Like
what
I would get
I'm
like this,
doing,
like this
dude.
far up, and then I'd let go, and the ball would go. It would like get some good hang time, and it'd go boom, and everyone in the rink or in the bowling, I would like fucking look over in my alley.
Oh, you were that guy, dude. I just walked back and I already know what's happening, dog. Jager's got like he's trying to be like that fancy guy that they do like the one thumb thing, just like just throws it in there, just tries to
I'll try it. No, I
it just gets stuck a little bit too much, goes right in the air, boom, like.
I see the people curl it, and like they would chunk the shit out of the ball. So I was like, I'm gonna chunk it farther than those fucking assholes. Like, I tried to just I could get it halfway down the bowling alley, and it didn't work. Because in my mind, I was like, if I can just get it in the air as long as possible, that way it has a short amount of time to roll, then I'll be good. Like once it starts to roll, I always get fucked in gutter balls. So what if I just throw it in the air? I should have just shot putted it.
Bro, that's the way it's done.
I was never good at bowling, but it's always fun.
Dude, Ray's sister, like she bowls in the Special Olympics, and she's like seriously the best bowler on the entire fucking island for the state of Hawaii. Like, she told me she used to win like every year. I'm like, oh, how good is she? How much does she bowl?
She's just bowling
Ray was like-
300s.
No, Ray was like, she bowls like a 260 on a bad day. I was like, what the fuck?
What the frick?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Just absolutely blasting every source of competition there is. That's awesome.
It's fine. She goes up and she just rolls the ball, or she rolls the ball, and then like she doesn't even look at it. She just turns around and walks away.
She
And
knows.
she'll-
That's
Yeah.
when you know you're good.
That's the
Jesus
alpha move
Christ.
right
There
there.
really is. Playing the mind games, dude. It's like, did that person just turn around and do that again? Who do you think you are?
She plays the ultimate mind game.
The
that's what-
best. That's who I think I am. That's awesome.
I always know a bowler's good. You know when you're just like casually at the bowling alley and you see that one guy pick up a ball but not looking at it, like he's like, and he just like his fingers just go right in, and you're like, whoa, that guy fucks.
He's a real deal.
Because I'm the asshole. It's always like, all right, this one here. Good to go.
This ball's way too light for me. What's going on here? My fingers can't fit in.
Like your first pick of the balls is like one that's like meant for like infants, or you try to go.
Yep.
And like it doesn't go.
It's like you get the first bend to your knuckles, and you're like, oh.
This one's not gonna work. All right, coming up, Drunken Borthers bowling night.
I am so down, dude. You could give me one brewski now and it would get me rolling. I haven't drank in so long, but you see Izzy just like is like make Izzy do a spin, throws it in the other lane. Like, dude, we're having like a conversation in the chat right now. Wii bowling, we gotta address it. How many of you guys played Wii bowling when it came out?
For sure.
How many of you flung the remote across the room? Didn't use the
I
wrist
was
strap.
lucky.
You were lucky.
I use the wrist strap all the
Because
time, dude.
I
was not
remember
playing.
when the Wii was revolutionary, obviously, and people just didn't take the wrist strap seriously, dude. I was prepared. I knew. I'm like, I'm not ruining my TV. I slid that puppy on, tightened it up. I was ready to go, dude. But you always see those stupid videos. Like you always they're probably on like America's Funniest Home Videos. You guys ever watch that show?
Oh yeah.
Like on those, just like you see a guy wind up, got a nice flat screen TV, just goes right into the TV. You're just like, oh no, not like this, dude.
Jeez. Yeah, I got lucky. I think I actually like it wasn't during Wii bowling, but like it was during like Wii baseball or something where I swung and I hit the wall like right next to the TV. My friend's like, "Get the fuck out of my house!"
The door is that way, buddy.
This is the day I met one of my friends. We were playing some Wii Sports, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I come back, and next thing you know, there's like a hole in my fucking wall. Like,
Oh,
like,
no.
that's fucking cool, dude.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did he fix it?
We put a painting over it.
God dang it.
Did you ever have to move out of that house?
Nope, still living in it right now.
Take a picture of it tomorrow. Oh my god, that's hilarious though. Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, you guys may have not known this, but Flopkis is actual real life Steven Seagal.
Oh,
Am I?
You are. You do like fight choreography and everything.
Oh, I really blanked on Steven Seagal for a minute. I thought this was like a baseball player or something, and I
Oh
was
my God.
very confused.
hey, he's my favorite athlete.
It's like,
Oh,
I
no,
guess, I
the
mean, I
Steven
played
Seagal?
co-ed softball, so I guess. Yeah.
I was quite. I would really pump the ball.
Yeah, I did a lot of fight choreography like in high school, and then it became like not like a real job, but like something to make a little bit of money with my friend who he lives in Texas now, and he'll fly me up like once a year or so to help him with some stuff. But his whole living is just based around fight choreography, like in theater, film, stuff like that.
That's so cool.
That is pretty dope.
I feel like you would get in good shape doing that. No, like I mean, you're kind of moving doing that, right? I mean.
Yeah. I think a lot of like the actual like participants and fighters. It's funny because he's about my build, but since he started like just choreographing, like last time I saw him, because I see him maybe once a year, I
Right.
noticed he had like a beer gut, and I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" Like, putting on 10 to 20, all right.
When's she do, buddy?
Hey, those Miller Lights will hit you like a train sometimes.
Oh man,
That's cool though.
yeah, that's
He
really
showed
cool.
me some of his stuff. I was like, God damn, this is Flopkis. It was like Flopkis was like this super serious face, which is something I'm not used to seeing. He was like throwing fucking roundhouses and shit. And
Yeah, if
Well-
you fuck with me, I'll make it look like I beat you up. I mean, I can't beat you up. You'll probably kick my ass, but it'll look good, baby.
See, you could get a viral video like that. Just have it really, just make it look really real. Just like
That's true. That's how we realized. Me and my friend that lives in Texas realized that we both enjoyed it before we understood what like even the concept of choreography
Mhm.
was. Just as like 14-year-olds in high school, we would just like stage fake fights like in the
Nice.
hallways, and we knew that it was a good one if we got in trouble.
Pacheco TTV gets beaten up by other streamer live. Oh wait, this just in. Did it? It was a fake fight.
But
It
it's the
wasn't
Reddit
real.
boys.
that's awesome. I could never do that. I get tired just watching people choreograph in like movies and stuff. It's like Jesus Christ. Like you watch like John Wick or whatever. It's like Jesus Christ.
Keanu Reeves is insane. The amount of like actual athleticism he puts into it.
Well, did you see him with like the actual, like at the actual gun range? You seen that video?
Oh, yeah, I saw
Dude
that.
is an absolute unit. Like they trained him to be an actual assassin. Like I swear to God, like you wouldn't know the
Did you guys
difference.
see the trailer for the new one?
Yep.
The third one?
He's like riding a
Pretty
horse or
sweet.
some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Do you see who the villain is? It's the fucking chairman from Iron Chef. Like, it literally is. Like, you just shaved his head.
Just different. I am different.
Wait, like the guy who hosts it?
Yeah,
Or-
the actual actor, or what? I guess I don't know if the chairman's real or not. He probably isn't, but
Yeah, because he does a lot of like Chinese movies. I feel really racist even just saying. I don't know. He does a lot of other fight movies, but I don't think I've seen him in like an American version.
yeah, I haven't seen him in anything American, but yeah, he's in the new John Wick, and I'm like, oh, this guy.
That's gonna be
alright.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love the John Wick movies. One of my favorite ones was when they're like in the crowd of people and they're just like subtly just shooting at each other. Like he's just walking, just shoots under his arm, just like like you both got the suppressors on. I'm like, oh my god, this is so overdone, but I absolutely love it.
Which one was that? John Wick, the first one or the second one?
It might have been two. No,
Yeah.
Okay.
one was when they made me watch the gosh darn scene of the dog. I couldn't even watch it, dude. I was like, oh my god, get him, John, kill them all.
Everybody makes fun of that conflict. They're like, yeah, it's this whole movie and it's just because his dog died. And then you're like, well, what would you do if your dog died? And you're like,
Yeah.
I'd fucking murder every one of them. You're like, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Flop gets it. Oh man.
100% get it.
You're just cheering on this guy. It's like, kill them all. Oh
I like all, like the
man.
beginning of the first one. It's like, oh, we just messed up John Wick a little bit. We blew up his house, and they're like, and the guy's like, oh, okay. And he's like, oh, and we also killed his dog. And the guy was the main boss head was like, you what? Like, yeah, we
Yep.
killed his dog. It's like, do you know what you've done?
Do you know who he is?
A fucking pencil.
That's right. A pencil. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is a badass, dude. Oh my gosh.
He's the one.
He is he's a chosen one, dude. He really is.
Dude,
Crazy.
that guy's fucking legit, man. He's he's like a really good person, like out of movies. Like he still takes like the subway to work. He like gives his seat up on the subway if a girl's standing up. Like he
Really?
donates like most of his like money to because I think something happened. I don't know if it was his son or brother, but his son or brother got killed in this like tragic thing. So he donated like this like freak accident. So he donates like most of his money to like that cause of researching whatever killed his brother or whatever. It's insane.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, the dude's great.
So he's a humble dude that is trained for the apocalypse, basically. Dude's a animal. I couldn't believe after I watched that video of him at the gun range. I was like, oh my lord, this guy doesn't miss in real life.
Was that where he's like running through the gun range?
Yeah, he's like running
yeah.
through with the two pistols or something, right?
Yeah,
And he's just popping each target super fast shots as well. Like what? I gotta find
MW2 training level where he's like just running through the whole house.
just going to town. Yeah, I'm excited for John Wick 3. I don't even watch that many movies, but I'm excited for that movie. It'll be sweet.
Yeah, I don't watch too much film, but that's like I watch every Marvel movie that comes out. Now I do, and then I'll watch every like one-off a movie like John Wick or something like that if it's like awesome enough.
Dude, I think the last time I probably sat in a movie theater was I Am Legend.
Really?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
what a good movie.
That's such an underrated movie. I feel like I love that movie. That shit's
I
almost
just hope-
made me cry, dude.
The
I'm
fucking dog
always
scene.
hoping. I'm always hoping for the day that they do another like a sequel or prequel to it at some point. Although I do want them to keep it intact at the same time. I want to see more of that, the whole universe. It's so cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
The alternate ending was fucking legit if you bought the DVD.
Oh, dude.
That's what made it like. If you
Wait,
watch
they
the
had an alternate ending for it? Really?
Oh, yeah.
It was one that made sense because I liked I Am Legend, but the thing that bothered me. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen a movie that came out like 25 years ago, it's it goes where like he's like, hey, you have to get in the hole and then close the door, and then like the zombies breaking through whatever, and he takes a grenade and just like plows into the zombie. Well, in the alternate ending, like they both get out, they both get into the little like hole, and they both like get to Vermont. But it's like, dude, that ending's like so much better. It makes more sense. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have to die.
Yep.
But no, it was a pretty good movie.
In the book, the whole because I think they try to make it in the movie like the I Am Legend was the fact that like he gets the cure right and they get to like the safe zone or whatever. But in the book, the meaning of like I Am Legend, the reason why it was like a lot different is at the end, he like the woman that he finds or whatever is like it's just like the woman in the movie, but she's actually one of like the zombie people because they started evolving, and you find out that they're actually like terrified of him, and so he kills himself because he realizes he's no longer like part of this new world order. And that's like the I Am Legend, like he was the last human being. It's a whole different take than the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Insane.
I will like that too. That's a good.
Yeah, I like the whole like idea of that universe. I'm all about the post-apocalyptic
Same. I
movies
love
and
those movies.
Yeah. So
The whole scene with the dog was a good one. Like the
Oh,
dog was a good one.
dude.
But then the scene of where he's walking through the store talking to all the mannequins, that was like,
oh man,
I was like,
that was
oh,
hard to watch actually. You like kind of put yourself in those shoes of being alone for forever. It's like holy shit.
Oh,
The way he was talking to that mannequin, I forgot the guy's name, but he's like, I know you're here. You hear me, Bill, or whatever he's calling him. And
Oh, it
I
was
have-
oh fuck, what was his name? It was a funny name too.
I half
can't remember.
expected that mannequin to like come to life.
I know,
Yeah, I was
yeah,
terrified.
same here. Yeah.
And that's a reference to the movie Omega Man with Charlton Heston. They did the same thing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Whatever the name of the mannequin is the same thing as
Frank.
the movie.
Frank was the
That's
name.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm not playing no games, Frank. He's just like the mannequin standing there.
oh my god.
Oh,
I, yeah.
video.
I found that clip, by the way, the Keanu Reeves clip, the the YouTube one. For those who get here, I'll just show stream real quick. But yeah, dude, it's just going. This is what I was talking about. Like he just goes through this gun range and it's just popping. Like it's just like wild watching this. Like they're like timing him and everything. It's like what the? He's like running, dude.
So my guess is in the movies, they probably had him use blanks in his guns.
Oh, for sure.
And because he was training with real bullets, he wanted to make it feel even more realistic by using blanks. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just remember seeing this clip on social media. Not to like fully ruin the train of thought, but I just thought I'd share that with you guys because I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's legit. Crazy. Normally you'd have like some
those
stunt
are the kind of
guys.
actors we need to have.
Right.
Ones that go above and beyond.
Oh, with action stuff, Ryan was showing me earlier. If you guys haven't seen it, the new
Oh.
Rainbow Six Siege cinematic.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude! You guys got to check that shit
The
out.
fight
It was...
scene in it is nuts, and like the lore
Yeah.
behind it is cool too.
Yeah, so basically, the pro matches are going on right now. I think they're still going on, actually. Yeah, actually, no, they ended. I wonder who won, but there's pro matches going on, and the start of year 4, which is they have year 1 through 4 now, and they have different operators for each year. Year 4 is starting like next week or some shit, and they had a cinematic, and they kind of were talking about how they're thinking about implementing more story driven stuff into the game, because a lot of the characters have some pretty deep lore that a lot of people don't really know about, so they're considering like doing a lot more with that. So they had a cinematic video where it
Legit.
kind of showed the outside of what Rainbow Six is, which is pretty cool.
Speaking of Rainbow Six, the ranking system, the picking and banning system, Ryan, you hear about that?
Yeah, yep.
They listen to the community. I don't know what else to say about that, but they just are listening to the community. And I linked the thing that Slasher tweeted to you guys earlier. But how it's like, oh, you see Ubisoft listening to the community, and then he posted under the thread. It was like, meanwhile at Blizzard, it's just like doot doot doot, like
Yeah.
they're thinking of like new things to add in Overwatch and shiz. It's like, oh no,
Yep.
it's so true, it hurts. It's so true, it hurts.
What did they do in Siege?
So they're making a ban and a pick system, kind of like what they do with pro play. So what it is like, say you're team A and team B. Team A chooses to ban an attacker operator, and then team B gets to choose the second attacking operator, and then it switches to team either A or B, then gets to choose which defender to ban, and then vice versa. So it's pretty cool. And we were talking about it just the other day, how it'd be cool if they had a banning system. So there you go.
We're just one step ahead of the game. We're just,
Mhm.
Borthers podcast has got that intel, baby, that gaming intel.
That
Right.
insider info.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Have to do some day trading shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah,
We gotta start branding out here, boys. Gotta know our worth here. Sheesh. It's funny.
But yeah, I was telling Flop earlier today too. I was like, yeah, that's pretty dope. Because we watched the lore video. I was like, that's pretty badass. But I wish I could play more Siege. I was just getting into it, and then Apex came out and kind of took its storm.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, Red Record was playing a lot of Siege too. Even his
Yeah.
joined them for a little bit.
Yep. I still play it here and there. I haven't been playing it lately. I still love that game.
It's like a game you gotta like study though. It's like
Yeah,
CS.
I just-
Oh yeah.
I just run and gun, dude. I don't know any of the maps.
I just
like,
let my aim
I'm just
carry
like,
me, and if it
yeah, that's
doesn't,
pretty much
let
what
it
I
be.
do. Like sometimes I get shot from like a little fucking hidey hole in the wall, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
That's
How
why
am I
me and
supposed to see
Ryan
that, dude?
always win. We seriously never lose when it's us two, because Ryan knows
Yep.
what he's doing. I'd be like, Ryan would be like, watch that hallway, and then a guy will peek, doink, and I'll just shoot him.
Yeah.
And then as Ryan's flanking like the whole team, just like goes behind all of them, shoots them with Kavera or
Yeah.
whatever. It's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I'm excited for this year for the Siege. I don't know if you guys saw how many viewers they had, but they had more viewers than Overwatch League, so that was pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Talk about a game on the comeback, man. I know we talk about Siege a ton, but like crazy. Like literally, they just listen to the community, and they've been. It's. I think it's one of the biggest like. I think Siege is one of the biggest like casual player bases when it comes to a competitive game out there. Like
Yeah.
like
Is
in
it
the
really?
in the shooter category for sure. Because I think more people play just casual than ranked in that game by a landslide. Like it's
Yeah.
not even close.
I wish I had like how many people like in Overwatch versus Siege play competitive versus casual. Because I feel like mainly in Overwatch everyone plays competitive.
Yeah, it's usually competitive, you'd think, right? I mean, maybe on PC it's a little bit different, but I don't know. I don't mind hopping into like casual Overwatch though, like just kind of.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah, you have,
I think it's because the teaming thing is kind of like inverse with the two of them. Because I know playing Siege, I mostly played casual as well because I've been playing it since it came out on console, and you'd only hop in a ranked if you knew you had like a full squad. But I know
Exactly.
in Overwatch, you only hop in a rank if it's just like you, maybe one other. Like you don't want to hop in with a 6-man team.
That is true.
Yeah, I haven't even played ranked once in Siege, and I'm level like almost 90, and I have
Right.
I think almost 200 hours in it because I know that I probably shouldn't go in because I don't want to screw over people who actually know absolutely all of the map and stuff like that. Also, I don't want to get trapped in elo hell, so fuck that.
I think I'm in the old hell on my account. I played like a few games, and like I'm just like my team. I watch them, and I'll be like running through a doorway, and then I'll just die because I'm just like, and I'll just die, and all my teammates are like,
Doing
Super
the dog.
tactical.
yeah. Then it's like Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know, Ryan. I
don't have the
put it
patience.
like this. I almost am out of like gold when I played ranked, dude. I got high tier gold. I was like almost down to the next rank. I'm like, what? I don't even play
Yeah.
this game. Like, you know?
Yeah, the difference between skill from like a silver player compared to a high gold / low plat is ridiculous. Like, it's completely two different breeds in that game.
And I don't even know the maps, dude. Like, I'm almost in platinum and I don't even play the game. It's like, what?
Yep.
I don't understand. But I'm at to that point where I haven't played in as many games as most people. So like, I'll win a game, I'll go up a rank. I'll lose a game, I'll go down a rank. It's kind of like that. I don't have like an established MMR in the game, so a little different. But
So I'm hoping like games like Apex, they need to come out with some sort of ranking system.
dude, I preach
Absolutely.
this every week, dude. Just they just need to
Every
come
time
out
the
with
fight
it.
I think they will, honestly, because I mean they listen to people.
If they
it seems.
keep up what they're doing, man, and it's like I've called this weeks ago. I'm like, if they add a ranking system, like their public status is already like up here. It'll go higher, if they add something like this. And I mean, they already have a roadmap for the year out right now. They're going to be dropping a battle pass next month. They already got new legends planned for the summer, and like more season content at the end of the year. Who knows what else they're going to add already? It's just like endless.
You guys see the clip of Shroud? Yeah, he was like talking, or someone asked him about Apex. He was like, or he got a dono.
Did he spoil something?
No. They were like so Shroud. At what point in the game does your heart like start pumping? He goes, it got way too real. He was like, dude, I lost that a long time ago. Like all game is meaningless. Like I literally jump into a BR and just kill people, and then we go to the next. Like this shit's meaningless. And I was like, it already got way too real for me. And I was
What the fuck? He said
like,
that?
yeah, but I mean, it's just emphasis that like they need a rank system, something to work.
No,
towards.
I get where he's coming
I
from
see.
though, because
Yeah.
I don't get that feeling anymore. Because I mean,
Yeah.
partially because I played competitive COD at a decent level for a long time. When you play that many search and destroys, 5-5, round 11s, it's just like you just lose that. I get it sometimes in Counter-Strike if I have an insane round, like I 1v4 a team and I get it down to a 1v1, then I'm like, okay, we can do this, and you're like, yes. Then you get that a little bit of that feeling, but I don't get it in BRs really. Like I totally get where Shroud's coming from, but I guess I've just been fragging a long time. I don't know, dude.
Well, you got to see it from his shoes though for a second, because holy shit, all that guy plays is fucking BR.
Yeah,
so
I don't know how
could
he
see
does
why
it,
he would
dude.
feel burnt. I would be too. Fuck that. I would never want to touch a BR again.
Dude, that's why I feel like if custom games come out for the game, it'll happen, but obviously people want it sooner than later. I really do think Apex has potential to be a solid esport, and I think even Shroud was saying this. Like, obviously there's RNG, there's always going to be RNG involved in like battle royales, but the whole he was explaining it like this. Where the whole rezzing system completely changes the game. Like, obviously, if you're going against good players, people are going to know when you're rezzing someone, but it forces different fights that you would normally not have to take, or normally wouldn't even have in the game, in a BR at least, where it can completely change the pace of the game, or maybe force people to play more aggro than when they're not going to play aggro. Because I don't know if you guys have watched any of the PUBG events, but those guys, they just lay prone. If people start throwing smokes and shiz, they just start laying prone. It's like, what is this? Because they don't want to die, But with Apex, dude, you can kind of risk it. You can kind of play a little bit crazy. Plus, like, if you have a good combination, now people are kind of figuring out what like legends kind of roll together well. Like, I've been seeing like a lot of Bangalore, a lot of Bloodhound together and stuff like that. And they're just like comboing.
Combos.
It's sweet.
Yeah. That's why I was having a feeling of wanting to play it yesterday, but then I got caught up with some homework and stuff. And I was just thinking the whole time, was like, holy shit, dude. I want to combo Bangalore with Bloodhound and who else was it? It was one of the other characters.
Usually people are playing like Lifeline, or they're playing the robot dude, because with Robo Guy, you can kind of just like throw your grappling hook across the map because it's such a low CD. You can just keep running across the map, getting to the balloons quickly, jumping around, like, because just trying to get as many kills as possible in like these tournaments and stuff. So it makes sense. I mean, just movement. I love it.
Yeah. So I might try it again, see how I like it.
I mean,
I probably won't main it, but it'd be fun to play with friends.
100%. I mean, bottom line is the game's fun and everyone knows of it or has played it, essentially. So it's kind of it's a very relatable game, very easy to stream, very easy to watch on stream as well, regardless if the what you call it is saturated, the category is saturated. It's something that everyone's like, oh, So
yeah, I'm really hoping to come out with like maybe like a team death matches. Like, I know it's a BR, but like most time we'll be like when we're playing, like, I forget I'm playing a BR, like running around with guns, and then like we kill a team. I'm like, oh shit, we won! Like, I didn't know there's one team left. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah. They just need to add like a firing range or something or custom.
What if they had like
people
a
have been saying
practice like thing? That'd be sweet.
that people have been saying if they add custom games that would make them real happy because
It would change the game because then you
you
can
could
watch
do stuff
good
with
players.
your subs, you know, for streamers.
Just imagine the tournaments though, man. Like,
Yep.
dude, it would be wild. Like, yeah, no, you see all these big streamers in the tournaments and stuff like that, but it would just create for so much more opportunities for the game. It's so nice. It's awesome. Game's got a good future ahead of itself, I think, if it keeps doing what it's doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I think to play devil's advocate a little bit, they're a little slow to adding stuff. I think like upon release, you need to start releasing thing after thing after thing. So I know they have like a roadmap intact, but the roadmap does seem good because they're definitely planning something. But I feel like because I've seen the blackout burnout, I feel like they need to start like getting on the ball with things that they're constantly going to add. Like they need to add stuff like something more along the lines of within like a 2-month time frame than like so much as a year. Like I think they're doing like or the next season starts next month or something like that.
Already for Apex?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I think that's when you can buy the battle pass and all that. But it seems like a month away seems a little far, whereas how short-lived Blackout was. And Blackout was good at the beginning. Then like they were started doing updates, and then towards 2 months ago they started kind of like fizzling out. So
No, I agree 100% with Jagger. Like, I always like to say this with, games that are really popular. Like, even with, like the survival genre, when that was the whole craze. It's in the honeymoon phase right now. And we said this right away. I mean, even when we were speculating that there's going to be a Titanfall BR, let's wait. Let's get past the honeymoon phase. Let's see how many people are really playing it, how many people are broadcasting it, yada, yada, yada. So far, so good. But let's like Jagger was saying, let's look 2 months down the road here. They got a battle pass, they got some updates coming, plans, which is good. Let's see how it is after all that, because I mean, you wanna keep fresh content because people just grind BRs out, and like Ryan was kind of saying a little bit earlier in the conversation, like how Shroud just doesn't get that like oof feeling like when he clutches something anymore. People are gonna not get that feeling as much anymore when they're like pumping out 10 wins in a row and stuff like that. So you got to keep adding that, like, I don't know about if wow factor is the right word, but like that feeling to keep coming back and playing and competitive feeling, I guess. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Just think a ranked play system would be perfect. Give people something to work for and compete for.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it just feels kind of like. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead.
I said it just kind of feels like when you win, like in Apex, it's kind of like, okay, cool, I won. Like, let's run another. Like, I know there's kind of really no reward. Like it's like, okay, cool. I can maybe get to be on the screen for like a half a second in the next game.
Right.
Other than that, like maybe if you got like a extra loot box or something. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Definitely.
A good incentive. That'd be a good idea.
Just something. You know what I mean? Or,
Titles or something.
You know what they should do with those coins? Those Apex coins, since you get them so much? You should be able to gamble them. Think about this. Just because you get those for free anyways, when you level up, like be able to gamble your points, and if you win, you can double it in return or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like
something different, like, because they're already nailing it in the unique category, in my opinion, with the classes and stuff. That's kind of what, like, why I liked Realm Royale. I mean, I still like Realm Royale, but this game is just so much more polished at the moment, and more fast paced. But yeah, the class system alone is so unique. Just keep adding unique stuff. Try some different stuff. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I mean, Fortnite, it's a great example. Epic Games does a great job with that. Like, they'll add this crazy crap in the game, and if it's just busted, most of the time they're going to veto it. I mean, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, which is kind of the dilemma that they're in right now, but I'm pretty sure Epic Games just dropped a pretty fat Fortnite update. I don't know if any of you guys are religious Fortnite players in this call, but supposedly they yeah, Floppy, I know you are. I know you are. Let us on in the deets here, buddy. But yeah, they finally fixed like some of the plane stuff, and like supposedly the Desert Eagle was really overpowered and stuff like that. But they finally updated it, and you know, a little later than expected, but I don't know. Epic does a pretty good job with all that stuff. They'll just add these crazy things in the game, and some of them work out, some of them don't. But you know, they're not afraid to try different things, and that's why they're succeeding so much to this day, in my opinion.
But
Yeah.
Sparky raised a good point earlier. It's like, why isn't winning as satisfying as like when you win in Blackout or whatever? I think that's because like just strictly because it's free to play. Like, do you remember when Fortnite came out? I'm not sure if you played Fortnite when the BR actually came out. I can't tell you like. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I'm sure everyone else didn't either, but I had like somewhat okay aim. I could just like outclass people in Fortnite because no one knew how to build. And people could build like the 1x1s, but that was literally about it. Like people were like trying to build windows and cute shit like they did in the PvE Fortnite.
Yep. So. That's about all I can do. I mean, I bought the game for the PvE, and then all of a sudden they're like, we're gonna test out we're gonna do stress test on our PvP servers. We'll throw it in BR form. Boom. Biggest game of all time. Just like, oh, isn't that wild? That's what started all this craze.
It was me, you, Dave, and like a couple other people were playing the PvE mode. And then
we
like
played it religiously.
We stopped playing it after a while. And then, like, a couple weeks later, the BR mode came out, and no one touched it much at all. And then out of nowhere, just all I heard was, "Oh yeah, Ninja has 200,000 viewers right now." I'm like, "What? What's going on?"
Dumb question: is the PvE mode still available?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it still cost money?
I think so.
I think it does.
So.
That's the what?
Because that was all their whole thing. Is like you paid for the PvE. I think they wanted the Fortnite BR. To kind of bring you into the PvE, but then the BR just fucking
blew up.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we can't really charge for BR now, you know, kind of.
Yep, we're never going out of early access, boys.
But I don't know. And then look, now the game's
hey, hats off to Epic. They're making games better. Straight up. Like they're setting the standard. They're setting the straight up standard for how games are going to be made in the future. It's crazy. True. Absolutely mind-blowing. All this free-to-play stuff wouldn't exist.
I meant to mention real quick about that before I forget. The Pro Siege match, the highest record for like rounds played for a pro match happened earlier. They went 22 rounds. If you don't know, 22 rounds is, I want to say, like 4 times longer than it's supposed to be.
At least. That's insane.
What's a round? Is that just like, is 2 rounds like attack and defense? And that's like, is that like 2 rounds or 1 round? Or?
Each round is like someone attacking and one defending. And then the next round is, so 22 rounds total. And they went into overtime like, I don't even know how many times. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's like playing an ESCA match, like 25 plus rounds. I've done those before.
Hated that shit.
I still hate doing it. It's like, yeah, I'll hop in an ESCA match. This won't take too long. Overtime, I was like, vote. Nope. Like,
yeah, overtime. You go fucking 90.
That's where you just want to
20-minute games just to fucking lose.
Oh my gosh.
Like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get off. Like, I can't take it.
My RWS.
Dude.
But as far as like games like updating themselves and stuff like that, like still coming out with content, like Flop, how do you feel about like Dead by Daylight, like as their content adding is like concerned? Do you feel like they should add stuff in faster? Is it too slow? Like Dead by Daylight's been going on for a long time, like longer than Fortnite, longer than, you know.
I think they've done pretty good in content. I don't even play the game, but I know they always are like adding seems to be adding like new killers and stuff like that from just my outside view.
Yeah. They definitely have been adding a lot of new killers, and they have a roadmap, like I think through to the middle of this year, and then they're probably just gonna add another one. But all they've been doing are like simple bug fixes, new killer, new survivor, new map, and they've said they don't want to try to do any more licensed killers, like how they have like Freddy and Michael Myers and stuff, which I think that's gonna shoot them in the foot because it brings in a lot of people just for those. I know that a lot of the big like DVD streamers are heading to Montreal early March, where Behavior, the game developer, is located, and none of them are saying what they're going for. So I'm assuming they're going to drop some new content, like a new game mode or something. That's what the game needs. No more new killers. Yeah. I mean, I want new killers too, but if they drop a new game mode, that game easily will add another 3 to 4 years to its lifespan.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
And I mean, as it is, there's nothing to dethrone it right now. Like, no other asymmetrical horror has come out to try.
It's definitely its own genre, for sure.
Because no more licensed killers, man. You know how many people were talking about Justin Long and Jeepers Creepers being the next like expansion pack, and I got so excited for it. I even told someone when I was playing the game, I was like, I hate you. I hate you so much.
Dude, I saw that and I started laughing so
hard. Why did I not fucking see that coming?
Oh, get baited, dude. Take a sip of Miller Lite slowly. Well played, sir. Well played.
Got me.
Got you good, dude.
Jeepers Creepers would be amazing.
I even told people in my chat when I played Dead by Daylight, I was like, "Oh, get ready for the new killer coming out. It's going to be the Jeepers Creepers guy and Justin Long, everyone." And of course, I had no idea what I was doing. So I was trying to like rank 15 killers. But, you know,
Chat's been wanting me to play that game, and I'm like, Chat, you want to watch someone struggle and just pain and watch me struggle in my own pain? All right, maybe.
We can learn with Flopkis because Slappy,
I don't want to bring
Sparky slapped the bag Rex.
I had the great joy of learning with Flopkis.
I don't want to destroy the mind of an expert. You know what I'm saying?
I literally don't even remember much from that night other than slapping the bag.
Yeah, did you tell? Did I tell you this game he plays?
Yeah. You mentioned slap the bag. You slap the bag and you drink.
Yeah, that's what he told me. I was like, "How do you play?" He's like, "You slap the bag and then you just drink a fuck ton." I was like, "What's the fucking game, Sparky?" Like, what?
No losers. No losers.
Everybody's a winner, dude.
It's a great
This is a drinking game you millennials came up with. No losers. No losers.
I'm your age.
You're a dang millennial. Is there a?
You're literally a few months older than.
Are you? No, you're younger.
Yeah, you're a few months older than me.
Oh, okay. Well, you millennials are ruining this country.
Is there a slap the bag clip? I'm trying to find a slap the bag clip.
No one. Slap the bag is just a wine bag, right?
Yeah,
just a bag of wine. And that night we made the choice of white wine. Compliments to Jagger was the worst choice we've ever made.
Well, did you drink it refrigerated?
I mean, I bought it refrigerated.
Oh my.
You're supposed to chill it so like you mask the flavor of it. If you drink white boxed wine just like that, it's gonna taste like gasoline.
Dude, actually, it's gonna taste like. Jesus. Actually, I had a little bit of cotton candy bang left over. I poured it in like a glass.
Oh,
dude, it was a banger, bro. Absolutely.
With the wine?
Yes.
How drunk were you?
This was when I started drinking, so I wasn't even drunk. I was like, this tastes like shit. Let's put some cotton candy in here. And then I was drinking it, and I was like, dude, this is fucking good. Let's go.
Sparky, you're gonna be our next bartender for the Borthers meetup.
Bro, I used to be a bartender for Makes You Feel Better.
Nice.
Yeah, let me get a Jack and Coke. Hold the Coke, buddy. All right.
Add the cotton candy 9 bang or whatever.
Hold the cotton candy, please.
I think it's Call of Duty.
I wish you already get tequila. All right, everyone's tequila.
Oh, I hate tequila so much.
You'd be like, is it Bill Murray? He was at South by Southwest, and he was behind the bar of his bar in Austin. And every time someone came up and ordered a drink, he would just pour him a shot of tequila.
Oh God, he's that guy. Ugh.
I worked at a friend's bar, like down the street. Like my friend owns it, and like every now and then he needed help. Like someone would quit on them suddenly, so I'd be like, "Hey, I'll go bartend like for the weekend. You make some quick cash." And a lot of time, his older brother, who I guess is part the owner too, would come in and be like a super dick to me because like he knew me growing up. He'd be like, "Sparky, give me a Patron shot, bitch," and I'd be like, "Whoa, all right." Like I was like, I feel so attacked, but he's like, "Give me 2," and I was like, "Okay," so I'll give him 1 Patron to like whoever he's drinking with or whatever. Like I'll dress it nice, and then I'd pour gin, but I'd dress it like Patron, and I'd give it to him. And dude, he would take it and die every time.
Some people can't handle gin though.
Gin's gross.
Gin's
I love it.
disgusting, dude. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Really?
I get the gin martinis with the blue cheese olives
Oh, the martinis.
in there. So good.
Did you just say? Wait, whoa! Did I hear the word blue cheese,
Blue cheese
with the word
stuffed
olives?
baby.
You
That
gotta,
sounds
you gotta
delicious.
explain it. You gotta explain it, Jagger. I don't understand either, but
It's a gin martini, slightly dirty, so that means they pour some of that olive juice brine in there along with the gin. And then they shake it up, they pour it, they put some blue cheese stuffed olives. It's olives, they take out the red thing, put blue cheese in there. Oof.
Ryan's soul right now is
Yeah, that sounds
screaming.
gross.
That sounds amazing. That sounds so salty and good.
It's
yeah.
great. I have a salty palate. I mean, I don't know. Insert
And
scene
they
joke
make, they
here.
make it dirty. I was gonna say pour Corpus Christi water in there. Or what?
Oh God, no! Pour some of that that San Marcos River water in there, where all the students are jumping in at.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Love it.
Before we move on to Anthem, because I want to talk about that game a little bit. Another thing that was announced for like those who might be interested is the 2 new operators for Rainbow Six Siege, and they seem so fucking cool. I can't wait. Like, I've never been so excited.
I didn't look up the
Basically-
details of it, but
Yeah, so basically the attack operator, she throws down these things on the ground that like they're like spike traps, kind of like Frost, if you know who she is. And it like spreads out throughout an entire room, and it slows you down if you step in it. And she's an attacker too, so it's like it's like backwards basically. And then the new guy who's a defender, he throws these little like spider drones on the ground, and they can stand next to a wall, for instance.
okay.
And if the enemy team's drone comes in, because droning is like the biggest part of the game, or
Yep.
one of the, it can latch onto a drone, and then you get control of it as a defender, which is fucking like
That's pretty cool.
that completely changes the meta for both of those characters. It's insane. Like
The
it
attacker
counters.
just sounds like Legion though.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I can't. It's gonna change the meta so much. It's gonna be really weird for a little, because it's like they have the jobs of the opposite team at that point.
Oh,
really
that
cool,
makes
though.
sense. Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be pretty cool. So I was watching a couple of people play Anthem Endgame. They were level 30. I was watching Goth and a couple other people. From what I saw, there's 3 Endgame difficulties, and obviously you want to get to the highest to get the best gear. But some of the issues that King Gathalion pointed out was that there's not many enemy factions
Mm-hmm.
and enemy types, which, okay, so when he said that, the first thing I thought was, did you ever have an issue with Destiny not having more than fucking 4 factions? Like, it, for that, I don't feel okay with him judging it with that, because he's been like kind of, I don't want to say it, but a shill for Destiny 1 and 2 since the start of those games. Like he never really didn't put in a lot of hours into it. But also, he also said that there's like a quality of life update coming out in 5 days for it. I'm not sure what
Mhm.
that's going to include, but they do have that roadmap as well, so that's pretty cool. Did they have those raids out yet?
The fortresses, or
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, you unlock those later on. I think once you hit like 15 or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those are really cool though. Those are what you grind for like upgrading gear and stuff like that. And then obviously you want to get to level 30, and that's where endgame kind of starts essentially. And then you want to try, once you hit 30, you want to try and basically farm power level until you get to what you call it, 300 plus power level, and then you can, it's kind of like it's not like paragons essentially, but like it's kind of like Nephilim Rifts in Diablo,
Right.
or like you're you try to keep pushing and try and do the hardest difficulty and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So it's cool. I like the concept of it, and supposedly it's really difficult. People have been trying to do the super hard ones, and they cannot do it right now, which is good. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying my experience with Anthem, regardless of what other people have been saying. Besides, like, obviously, there's been some bugs that need to be addressed and stuff like that. There's like a little sound glitch going around right now where you like. So I think it has to do something with the explosions or something, or when you're fighting a bunch of ads at one time, it'll like the sound will clip in game, and then you just have no sound for that missions, and then you got to restart the game. So they need to fix that. I do think that this quality of life update hopefully fixes some optimization, because I shouldn't be running. I have a 2080 graphics card and a 6700K processor. And I have a streaming PC, so I shouldn't be having optimization issues with the game, but I am. I'm like dropping from 60 to like 90 frames very heavily in fights. It just makes it way more choppy than it should be. But yeah, so hopefully this quality of life update coming in the next couple days kind of cleans a little bit of that up. And then also the only other issue I had was the loading screens. They need to do something with the loading screens.
About that.
There's a little bit of an issue going around. Like if you die in a mission, you kind of can spawn away from your teammates, like really far away. And it's like they gotta fix something along those lines. But other than that, man, I'm having a pretty enjoyable experience. I mean, I really like gear grinding games. So, I mean, I get it. It's not for everyone, essentially, but I personally like it. If you like grinding out gear and spending hours to get, a piece of gear or whatever, you might be interested in it. But
yeah, so my big thing on the game right now is, well, what Gathalion said was he thinks they could have fleshed out the game a little more within a year. But that's the same situation that the Division 1 had, where it really wasn't ready at first, but then over time it got really freaking good. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to pick up the Division 2 next month, and then hopefully once I've done most of the stuff in the Division 2, Anthem will be fleshed out enough to have enough stuff for me to like really get into it, What I see here, Act 1, which is the first big update, is going to have expanded progression system, new stronghold, guilds, and leaderboards, which that's really cool. And something called the Cataclysm.
Okay.
Yeah, so the guilds and leaderboards, that's super interesting, because what I'm assuming that's going to mean is they're going to see who can beat missions fastest and stuff like that. Like, who's the strongest too.
Yep. Like Rifts, man, I'm telling you, it's such a good idea. People love shooting for that stuff. It's awesome. It's good to see that they got stuff like readily planned out. Even if, like, I mean, you were explaining it, how like the Division 1, if anyone played the Division 1 on release to like the next couple months, kind of knows what I'm talking about. Just the content wasn't there, sadly.
Right.
Whereas I think Anthem doesn't have an insane amount of stuff, but I mean, it's very grindy, which helps. And there's different stuff to do where it's a little bit different from the Division, where it was just kind of like you could only upgrade from one mission in the Division 1. It was kind of silly, but they learned over time, and I think, any game in that genre is kind of taking little notes here and there and adjusting it. But I mean, it's good that they got a roadmap. It's good that they're getting these, quality of life patches out quick. But yeah, I'm hoping if, they got plans within the next month or two to add more to the game, I'll have, time to put into Anthem now, and then hop on the Division 2 and then grind that out for like a week and a half or so, and then hop back on Anthem maybe and do some more of that stuff. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want those kinds of games to be good, because I want companies to continue being invested in that kind of stuff.
Well, it seems like their PR is really good too. Anthem, it seems like they're always, updating people and, actually talking to people in the community. At least on Twitter, I see a lot.
Yeah,
which is good.
I've noticed that too.
Their PR is really good, and you just want to keep that up, keep people updated. They haven't had any server issues, which is good. And I know they had some issues when I was playing the closed beta and the what you call it. I mean, even when the game launched, I think the other day for early access for people on Origin, they had a little bit of issues, but they've pretty much ironed all that out, so that's good. They took care of that pretty easily. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's some bug fixes that need some tweaking. Obviously, some optimization stuff, quality of life stuff. The game's pretty breathtaking from what I've experienced. The open world feels really good. Also, me and Nova we've put in about like close to 15 hours into the game now, and just like the open world feels really good. Like you're fighting these like world, I guess they're called world bosses, but these world events, and they're not easy to take down with two people. You kind of need like a coordinated squad, at least when you're not geared, to take some of these things down. Otherwise, it takes like 20 minutes to take some of these bosses down. It's pretty cool, but
Nice.
yeah, you just go around the world, and we're at this point in the game right now where there's these little like temples that we got to explore, but we have to go around the open world and farm, you know, or harvest different materials, complete a certain amount of these like bosses in the open world, do a certain amount of things in this area, and then we can unlock this tomb, but we don't know what's behind the tomb and stuff yet. So they got a lot of those type of things in the game, which like it's got a nice little slower progression, which I kind of like. It doesn't give you stuff right away, like when you hit a power level. It's like I'm almost level 20, I think, and I feel like I haven't really scratched the surface quite yet, because 30 is kind of that like that threshold for end game where it's like, okay, I gotta run this mission to upgrade this and upgrade that. So that's good. I mean, I'm already almost 20 hours in. I'm still enjoying it, not feeling bored, which is good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I want it to be good because it looks like a lot of fun with like friends.
It's
and
a good
shit.
time with friends as it is right now. Just, I mean, obviously we want more, you know?
Yeah.
You always want more.
Oh, I feel like me and Ryan kind of were the only ones talking. You guys have anything to say? I mean,
No, I haven't played any of it.
Oh.
I honestly haven't seen any of it. I think
That's fine.
I was watching you play it. You seem to be under the impression that it's going to blow Destiny out of the water.
If it has raids, there's a good possibility. Ooh.
Yeah.
But
So we'll
yeah,
see. We'll see.
I mean, I've been watching both y'all playing looter shooters as well. Like, they're just not for me. I don't know.
Hey, I fully
in that
respect
boat.
it.
Like, I'm just like, oh man, I don't understand. Like, I shoot you, you die. It's not working. You know, it's just-
What do?
What do?
Exactly.
There's so many
What
bullets
do?
in you.
And then it just doesn't work there. But I mean, it's cool to watch though. Like, I'll leave it up. I always have you big chilling, you know.
Hey, my
on the
guy.
Steam and just kind of like I watched you. You're talking about world bosses and how they're kind of difficult. I watched you the other day, fucking solo one for like 30 minutes.
I soloed 2 of them for 30 minutes. It was right at the beginning of the game. They threw me in free play. I'm like a level 5 or something. I'm like, oh, there's a big guy. I should be able to take these guys down. Reloading, like trying to go grab health orbs. It was fun though. I like it. I like it when games make you work for your gear. That's just me personally, but I can get where people are just like, I don't want to spend 40 hours in a game to get a full grasp of it, which I can't knock them for that, you know? Not everyone's going to want to do a little grinding for 40 hours in a looter shooter. MMOs, though, is a little different story. You're kind of questing, you're gearing. Oh, I can queue up for a dungeon while I'm questing. Oh, you know, I'll maybe queue up for a PvP. We'll see what's good, you know? Stuff like that. Way different, obviously. But I can get it, though. I can see where other people it's just not their thing, which is fine. You know, everyone likes different stuff. It's kind of how I am with you know, certain RTS games. It just doesn't grab me in like certain genres do, you know?
Yeah, it's like me with D&D. I can't play D&D because I can't do a proper British accent.
How is that going, by the way, Floppy? I kind of lurk in the those streams. I don't really know what's going on fully, but it's interesting.
I feel you there. I did the same thing the other day.
I'm just like, you know what? They're having a good time, but
I heard him say he plays D&D, and I used to watch some Critical Role, and I was like, holy fuck! I was like, I can get behind that. I was like, so, I'll see what's up.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite nights of the week. I look so forward to it. It's so much fun. But I totally understand. For somebody watching it, it's got to be like fucking listening to somebody speak Chinese. Like I I wouldn't watch like a random person do it. I will say the Critical Role show though, that's dope. If you haven't checked that out and you're like interested in what D&D's about,
The girl
yeah,
from
voice actors.
Daredevil's in it. Fucking sick.
Which one is the girl from Daredevil?
The blonde-haired girl. She recently has been going on there.
Oh, Ashley Johnson?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Their production too on that is just
Yeah.
out of
They're
this
amazing.
world.
They're the highest
production.
sub-channel. No,
Really?
not Ashley Johnson.
They're the highest sub channel. What?
Yeah, they make all their VODs behind a paywall. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
Deborah Wall.
Oh.
She plays as
okay.
Karen Page in Daredevil and Punisher.
That must be something new. I'm behind in the seasons.
Yeah.
It's funny. You said their VODs are behind a paywall because you can see them
Or, I
all
mean-
for free on YouTube.
Yeah, no,
So,
but-
you know what?
So like they like recently, or fuck, not recently. So like the previous week will be on a paywall, because they won't they don't release the one on YouTube until like the next episode comes out. So you'll always be
Oh, gotcha.
you behind if you just stay through YouTube.
Yeah, I went to their Twitter and their last guest was like Logic, which is fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah. And I just opened this YouTube VOD, and the guy who's opening up for him, I forgot his name, is Matt Mercer. He's the voice of McCree on Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all voice actors, so it's pretty cool. Matt Mercer's the DM too. He always does some like wild shit. Like whenever they I guess kill the monster or whatever, or do like the final blow of damage, he's like, "How do you want to do this?" And then
Yeah.
so they'll explain like the perfect way they kill the monster or something.
And they're all so good at improv and stuff. If you would have told me that just like listening to people like talk about an imaginary like situation would draw me in, I would have said fuck you. But some of their I almost cried at one of their episodes. They were talking about like somebody in the party died and it got so serious. And it's just them talking, but they're so good. Meanwhile, you have, me doing a really spot on, if I may, British accent. So not as good. So I don't blame you. If you're just watching it, you're probably like, what the fuck is happening here? But Critical Role, watch that shit.
Would that be like an equivalent? Because I would like to get into it, like just listening. Like I'm running out of stuff to listen to between like listening to my podcasts and and stuff. It would, besides the Borthers podcast, which you should listen to every week. Would you recommend like listening to that in like a podcast format? Is that something you listen to like while you're driving or while you're,
100%,
doing the
yeah.
dishes?
It's cool to see the facial expressions and that like make the connection of the voices of whoever's playing the characters. Didn't someone like they just ended their first ever like actual like campaign, right? Like last year or something.
Yeah, they had a campaign that went for like 100 episodes or something.
Yeah, and someone died like super early on or something like that. They had to sit out for like the entirety of the show.
Oh, well, so if you die, you just re-roll a new character and they usually integrate them like a week or two later. I think I know who you're talking about. I haven't watched the first campaign, but there was a guy in the first campaign that was like kind of an asshole, so they kind of ousted him.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Because some people don't know how to like play in a good, because it's very much a game and there's like a lot of free will to it, but it's still like I always relate it to improv. You don't say no, you say yes and. But some people like they don't play D&D that way. They're like, no, my character's he's edgy and he doesn't work well with others. And you're like, all right, well, do you want to go with this group and go fight a dragon? He's like, no, my character doesn't play with groups. And you're like, well, that's great, but you're in a fucking group game, so can you help me out here?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're gonna try to play D&D as well, so combat's a whole perspective too, but also the out of combat things is a whole different ball game of like just D&D of improv that you need to like know how to do. You're like, okay, cool. So what are we gonna do in our downtime? Like, well, my character's gonna go to the inn and like I need to buy like shit for spells, and it just like it's a whole out of combat like phases that are just that don't really cross my mind when I think of D&D.
Right. Mm. There's a lot to it. Anything that you can fucking think of, you can try to do, and then the DM has so much pressure on them because they have to like
bless the
try
DM.
to incorporate a way. Yeah, they have to incorporate a way that would make sense, and also like they have to challenge you sometimes. Like you'll be like, "Fuck, I don't know." Like it's something that you wouldn't think that you'd have to roll for. You'd be like, can I do this? And then he has to figure out a way that would like apply to your stats if he wants to try to make it difficult for you. Some things are just like natural, but like to keep it from just you being like, well, I did this. No, I did that. No, I did this. Then he'll be like, all right, well, why don't you roll this? You're like, oh, but that stat's really bad. He's like, yeah, fucking roll it. And then you roll and you're like, oh, I didn't do it. And he's like, yeah, you didn't do it.
I feel like
it's confusing.
I feel like Ryan would be really good at that.
Oh, he's raid dead.
I was gonna say
My friend was supposed to fucking set up a campaign for us, but he got lazy.
Uh-oh. That's the one part. It's like, is he? I get the questions like, would you ever do D&D? I'm like, I mean, it'd have to be with the right people, and everyone would have to be committed. Because I feel like if you're not committed, there's just no point. Like, you have to be committed to that.
Yeah, when Flopkis says you can do anything, he literally almost means you can do almost literally fucking anything. like we're playing this guy. He watches both of us. His name's Mr. Chow. I'm not trying to dox him, but I was saying Mr. Chow in Twitch chat. But he kissed Flopkis on the mouth for like one of his, I don't know if it was like one of his rolls or whatever, and I was like, you can do that? And he's like, yeah, and I rolled for it and it happened. So it's like, I don't know how this helps you defeat the monster, but
and then like it comes into play too, because like he's like, okay, and I'll kiss him on the mouth, and DM's like, Flopkis, does your character allow that? Because then if I don't allow it, then like we have to figure that out. Like, okay, so I guess you roll to stop him from doing that. Like, I was like, no, yeah, he can kiss me, whatever. His character's really hot, by the way, so it's okay.
That's good.
Yeah, and if sometimes you get some like your teammates or fellow players are being complete dickheads, they can, and we'll say one's a thief, and you have something he wants, like he can roll sleight of hand, you know.
Jeez, I would hate that dude after
yeah, it's a whole, and then you have to like be in character. So like I mean, you as a person, you know, this motherfucker stole from you. Your character doesn't know that, you know.
That's awesome.
You're just like for your party to kill you.
Yeah, no, but a lot of times, like your party will kind of like they see what goes on and they're like, no, that shit don't fly.
Yeah, it's a fun time. I recommend everybody at least try it. It's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I know like when I first started, like the whole reason my mods, because my mods are the people that run it, got me into it, is I told them a long time ago I tried playing with like a work friend, and it was like him and the rest of his friends, and they were all 150% like into it. Like they were big characters, super like yelling, all different accents, British accents.
That is awesome.
But I was like, oh, I don't want to fucking do all that. I don't want to talk to these people. And so like, what's your character? What's your backstory? And I was like, I'm a monk that's taken a vow of silence. So I didn't roleplay at all. I just sat there. I rolled the dice when I had to.
I just get killed off in the first game.
You can come back. You just play something different.
No.
I always think of like character ideas, or like my friend would always do like character ideas for D&D. Like one will be like a dwarf who has like little man syndrome, who just really wants to be a tank, you know, or like or like a monk type character that only uses, I guess, like grappling moves or whatever. So he would do like John Cena like wrestling moves and stuff. He's suplexing people, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it can make for good content if you play with the right people, for sure. But everyone's got to be like, I feel like everyone's got to just give it their all if they're doing it, you know.
Yeah, for
Can't go out of character.
Well, here's that. You got to tell the story about the cat guy. He's very infamous.
Cat guy.
So
cat shirt guy.
Yeah, so like I said, I've gotten really into this, and so I was talking with my mods, and I was like, man, it would be great if there was like another way I could play. And they're like, oh, well, there's this cool website called Adventurers League, and you can see where there are local games nearby if you want to play like with an IRL group. I was like, I don't know if I want to play with like strangers, but okay, I'll try it out. And so there's a comic book store at one of the malls nearby, and so I went to like go play with them. And as I'm sitting there and like I'm scanning the room, because there's like 4 or 5 different tables, I'm like, if I saw that guy out in the real world, I would for sure know you played D&D. If I saw you out in the real world, I would for sure know you. And I'm doing this to everybody I see. Like, I'm getting real judgmental. And then, like, after I did it, I realized everybody looked like they played D&D. And then I looked at myself, and I was like, oh my God, do I look like a But it all got better when In sits next to me and I don't know how to describe him in age. He looks like he could be 15, but he also looks like he could be like 37. This guy sits down next to me wearing really short gym shorts,
Okay.
like New Balance shoes, and a shirt that was
Wow.
like space, but then cats floating on it. And he's exceptional. I go back only to see him.
He's exceptional.
Yeah, because he doesn't really know how to play the game,
Uh-huh.
but he loves talking. And so he'll raise his hand whenever he wants to talk, and the DM will be like, yeah. And then he'll just talk about literally nothing. Like, they'll be like, okay, like you're walking down the dungeon and you see this fence blocking the way, and he'll raise his hand and they'll be like, yeah. He's like, when I was growing up, there was a white picket fence in my front yard, and one time I rode my bike into it. And like, that's not an exaggeration. He says shit like that all the time. And the DM just doesn't stop. The DM still will be like, yeah, you're raising your hand. You got something to say? And I love that he always calls on him.
Oh
I want
my
to hear
god.
everything.
That's great. What dialogue. Such wow, dude.
The game itself is a shit show, but
Oh
keep
man.
going back.
That's hilarious.
The guy's a legend. He's just trying to derail at every point, and I respect the DM for like just going with it.
That's commitment.
You gotta
That's
take a picture of
awesome.
him and invite him to the stream so we can talk to him.
Get him on the Borthers podcast, dude.
We have him as a guest.
I don't think he likes me anymore.
No.
He asked to borrow my book one day, which I would probably do just out of awkwardness of like, being like, I guess, a sociable person. But he kind of looks like he has greasy fingers, and so I didn't
That's
want him
solid.
touching my shit. So I tried like passing the buck, and I was like, oh, like the DM will probably give you his shit if you ask him. And he's like, but I'm sure your book has the same material. And I go, yeah, it does. He's like, so can I see it? And I said, no, you cannot see it. Like, I couldn't even come up with an excuse. I was like, just don't talk to me, please.
I respect the fuck out of it, bro.
Oh yeah, there was this one guy who he was moving to New Jersey, and he was like a pretty normal guy, and we were just having a conversation about that, and he's like, yeah, I'm moving back to New Jersey. I was like, oh, are you flying or driving? He's like, I'm driving. And then the cat shirt kid is like, oh, you're from New Jersey? And like everybody at the table kind of was like, because he doesn't have normal conversation, like he doesn't interact with like what's happening. So we're like, yeah, I'm driving back to New Jersey tonight actually. And he goes, oh, are you Christian?
Oh my god!
Wow.
And the guy's like, no. And he goes, oh, well, if you were Christian, I would ask you to say a prayer because my aunt passed away last week. Like that.
How
our
can
whole
you-
conversation?
How can you transition from that?
I'm sure in his head there was like maybe his like aunt's from New Jersey, or I really don't know, dude. But like it reminded me of that thing Jagger showed on the podcast, the fucking speed running group, and the girl's like, you're probably wondering why I'm knitting this. Because nobody said anything. Everybody heard it. We all paused for a minute, and then the DM was like, all right, so you're walking down the path. It's like whatever the fuck that was.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts my cringe meter, dude. Oh,
Fucking love this guy. He's like those type of guys. If we brought him onto the podcast, you could just give him the mic and he would just go the whole time.
he'd be
And
talking
we'd
to
just be sitting there
himself.
listening. Like we could go out for like a beer, like IRL, be gone for like 3 hours, come back, he'd still be talking.
The next person that dips from this podcast, he's got the spot.
I will intentionally leave so you guys get to be with him every week.
I
Every
volunteer
week.
as
The
tribute.
I just want to see you guys very uncomfortable every single week.
I'm
with this
uncomfortable
headphones.
hearing,
Oh,
listening
see, I
to this.
live for that stuff. I absolutely eat that stuff up.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. You ever go to the subreddit, the cringe pics, and just look
Oh, those are the
Yes,
worst,
Lord.
dude. I can't. Oh, it's my face just.
Or some of the live stream fail stuff. It's like, oof.
Dude, those are kind of rough to watch too. It's like, ooh, that guy was streaming live. Yikes.
Oh, I saw a dude doing a podcast. I don't know if it was intentional or not because I didn't like get enough context of it. But he was going off in his rant. I don't know if he was drunk or something, but he was doing a podcast just like us. All of a sudden, dude gets up. He's just wearing a hood. He gets up and he's not wearing any pants or anything. He turns around and just bears ass. Just walks away from the camera.
Oh.
It was a dude that was like he had to be like 250 pounds or 225 pounds.
Just an
He was a big
absolute
dude.
unit, dude.
Just ass walking away. And then he came back. He wasn't wearing any underwear either. So he's like, you saw like everything. Everyone in the podcast was like, oh my God. Dude.
Silly question. Is ass bannable?
Yes. I think
Okay.
I think men's asses are definitely bannable.
I know like nipples are bannable. I just didn't know if ass was like.
No, nipples are not bannable fully, I'm pretty sure. If you start your stream off with your shirt off, it's not bannable. But if you take a piece of clothing, as a guy, girls, relax. We you can take one. If you take one piece of clothing off though during your stream and you show nip, it's over. You're done.
Does there have to be a context to you having the shirt off, or like I can just start my stream with the shirt off?
I believe guys can start like let's just say you're swimming, like you're in the jacuzzi, you got the live stream up, and you started it with your shirt off. You're in the jacuzzi. You're good. You're in the green light here.
Okay.
So.
Just can't be sexualized, I think. Or seen as
So what if I start the stream with my pants off, ass to the camera, as long as I don't take my pants off?
No, as long as you have pasties on your asshole, you're good.
I'll spread to make sure everybody can see that.
It's just a freeze frame of Jager's wink, his wink gif. Just
wait, Steel ass, why you ban me? There's a pasty here.
There's a pasty, I swear.
It's like all brown. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh man,
Sorry.
That's funny.
I don't know. If Nim had a thing, and he was blowing up a gotchi blow up doll, and like the way you could blow up the blow up doll, it was the where you blow into is like located right on his penis.
Oh,
and so everything he blew in the gotchi. Yeah, he was like blowing it up on stream, and like fucking live stream fellas like freaked out, and it was like fucking hilarious. So I'm pretty sure if you can show that, you can show pasty Flopkis butthole. So
tune in
next stream.
Oh, who's the guy? The hitchhiking guy you were talking about earlier, Jagger.
Oh, his name's Hitch on Twitch.
That makes
guy
sense.
like we're talking. Me and Flopkis were talking about cool like IRL streamers, like some. Because that's a very interesting thing to stream because you're just walking around doing stuff. Apparently it can be interesting to some people. Well, this guy, he streams himself just hitchhiking. And this guy was hitchhiking, and one of my favorite moments was I was watching, and this was like 7 months ago or whatever. But he was hitchhiking, and he was getting a ride from this dude, and the dude's like, "Hey, where are you going?" And he had a picture or he had a sign saying where he was going. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to this place." And he's like, "All right, we'll get in." And then they're just driving along the highway, and he goes, "So, you ever been propositioned for sex?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "What?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Has anyone ever asked you for sex?" He's like, "I mean, sometimes." He thought it was like a legitimate question. He was like, "Yeah, I thought people would like, they would do it sometimes or whatever." He's like, "Would you want a blowjob?" And he's like, "What?" he's like, "Oh, no, I appreciate you asking, but no, I no."
The chillest response from this guy.
Just no. Just a subtle no. No,
and
thanks,
the guy was like, "Did I make you feel weird there?" And he was like, no. I mean, that I appreciate the way you asked that. That was very nice of you."
No, he specifically says, "Are you scared now?" I would have been like, "Pull over, let's go. I need to get out."
Jesus Christ.
Dude, hitchhiking's scary.
I'm a little shook right now, but I mean, we're in the ride together, so.
Getting in car with strangers, man, I can't.
Oh
yeah, I don't know.
But he tells everyone before he gets into their vehicle with them. He's like, "Hey, just let you guys know, I'm filming. I'm not gonna be filming you. I'm just filming the ride, and I have a chat and everything." So I'm sure that alone diffuses a lot of potential weird situations.
Oh,
that he could
definitely.
have gotten himself into.
Dude, I've been on a few IRL streams. Like whenever I was in Michigan, my boys, we all went to Ann Arbor stuff, and it's just so weird a concept of like, oh fucking dog, to be like walking and like just talking to your phone, like, and people just look at you like you're absolutely fucking nuts. Like it's just like I'm not FaceTiming no one. I'm just sitting here just talking to my phone, like, oh yeah, fucking pog, blah, blah, blah. Like
Pog.
people just staring, fucking like, what is wrong with that, dude? So I don't know. I can't get over the cringe factor of also putting a camera in someone's face. It's just like it's so disrespectful. I would never do that to someone. Just like, oh, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I would always ask, like, if you're out in things, you see people in IRL things, like they'll they'll have the selfie stick out, they'll be filming themselves, and then someone will come from off screen like, "Why the fuck you filming me, man?" Like it's like just chill.
Oh, I know.
Like,
Holy
I'm not filming
shit.
you. I'm filming myself.
It's like, why do you care that much? But like, I'm gonna save it to my secret files at home. Like, relax, buddy.
Yeah, the funny thing was that Destiny was filming himself in a mall, and he was like, he was rocking up the selfie stick.
I saw that. Yeah.
And he was just sitting there. He was like, you know what? I really want some ice cream. So he went and got like an ice cream cone. And he's got like the triple layered dip or whatever. So it's like 3 ice cream.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
falling all over his hair.
He's like, I'm gonna sit down and eat this. So he's like sitting here with a selfie stick and ice cream cone.
Oh God.
And the security guard walks up to him and goes, "Hey, we got reports that you're filming kids over here." And then he's like, "What?" With his ice cream cone and his selfie stick. He's like, "What?" He's like, "No. I live stream for a living." He's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm not filming at all. Look, you can." I mean, he didn't say, "Look, you can see." He's like, "Yeah, I'm just filming myself." He goes, "All right, well, just make sure not to point that at kids." And like from that point on, like he was like super conscious. Like every time he saw a kid, he would put the camera down,
Yeah.
then pull it back up. But just the image of the security guard walking up to him, and he's like sitting with his camera selfie stick and then making this fucking huge ice cream cone cracks.
Well, the funniest part is people always try to talk about like people try to like troll Destiny all the time and try and say that like he likes kids or some. So it's like then all of his chat is just freaking out. They're like, "Oh my God!"
So he'll play he'll debate like people that are trying to advocate for pedophilia or something, and like he'll play devil's advocate and stuff in certain arguments, and so people will be like, "What are you, a pedo?" And he's like, "No, that's completely taken out of context." And then
well, yeah, he
people
debated incest, and then
Yeah.
a lot of people like flipped out on him, and
Yeah.
like the way he can just. I mean, he wasn't for incest, obviously, but the way he
he
can just debate and turn it around was very interesting to see because people like act more out of emotion than like logically thinking about a debate, and so people are like,
Always.
"Fucking degenerate," and like that's not what it's about. He's not saying I support incest. I'm just saying if you know, I don't know the specifics, so I don't want to like sound like I know, but
I do, and I don't want to say it.
yeah,
it's not
like
bad.
borderline. Yeah, it's not
I
like
don't-
borderline
I wanna-
shit. It's just
yeah.
I wouldn't let those words come out of my mouth and be recorded. You know.
Yeah.
that's very bold what he's doing. I'll say that, but.
Mm-hmm.
To just see stuff like where people are just like losing their shit. It's like, I mean, when you go into arguments, and it's something I struggle with myself. It's like you gotta like when you're arguing, you have to think more logically than just like you just start losing your shit. Because once you start losing your shit, that like you can't.
You
think
kind of
logically.
lose at that point.
Yeah.
I like
know.
the security guard in that story. Are you filming kids? No, this is my job. Are you sure? I can't lie to you. Yeah. Where the kids at?
The kids at?
Can you get out of my way, please? I'm trying
Trying to work here.
You're making this ice cream cone less enjoyable.
Right.
By standing there.
Yeah, my ice cream's almost gone. I haven't eaten any of it. It's dripping down my arm. God damn. Oh.
Yeah, I like watching him. All his like YouTube videos are good. Granted, some of them vary. Like some of them are 30 minutes. The next, like, he's like the other video I was watching. He's like, "All right, I'm not gonna be here very long, but I know you wanted to talk." And then next thing I know, he's in a 6-hour debate with someone. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
You watch do you even happen to watch his podcast with Trihex?
all
Yeah, I
the
watch it
time.
sometimes.
It's
That
really
one's-
good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one as well.
The one I want to watch. I watch it always at night. The one where he debates the. I can't remember the name of the title word, but I think he's debating the quote unquote deplorables or whatever. With Trihex. I think it was I think it was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whatever. He was doing that, and I got right to the point. They were doing the whole build up to it, and then like it got to that point where they actually called in, and then I just fell asleep. I was like, God.
That's the worst when you like you really take time to just watch something and you just fall asleep halfway through and then you're like 4 episodes like later in like a show or something. That's the worst. Yep.
They're a good duo though, because Trihex and Destiny are both really like smart people. You used to listen to them talk. They're very like
They have a good view on stuff.
I like Kasana BB too. He's pretty. I mean, I don't necessarily like the politic arguments. Kind of fucking resident sleeper to me. But
Yeah.
because I could really not care less. Like, You know, I live in Texas. We'll secede for anything. I don't give a shit.
Don't say that, please. I don't want that to happen.
But
I like
anyway,
Texas, but fuck, man.
but anyway, like, so those are kind of resident sleeper, but they are all very intellectual people, and they raise very good points on like any topic really they speak about. So like, if you ever listen to Destiny speak about his whole business approach to his stream, how like not to put all your eggs in one basket, how you should be reaching out to as many platforms as you can to try to monetize and stuff. Like, just not all have your income coming from Twitch and stuff. I don't know, it's really good mind food, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Have you guys ever watched the video of him talking to Summit about Twitch? It was
Yeah,
like
that's a good
2
video.
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, that one. Uh-huh.
That if there's any video I would suggest you guys to watch, definitely check that one out because they have some really interesting takes on everything. Because it's kind of two different sides, but at the same time, kind of the same. Summit talks about how CS:GO helped them a lot. Destiny talks how StarCraft and StarCraft 2, I think it was actually just StarCraft 2, helped him a lot. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things I always talk about it. How like high level gameplay is always something people would prefer on Twitch, as well as being like super entertaining and funny. Like there's a lot of things that go side by side with Twitch culture, from what I've seen at least. I mean, when you think about some of these top dogs on Twitch, you look back at how they got there, like what their roots were, and it's most of the time high level gameplay.
It's a lot of balance too, though. Like, yes, like they're very elite players. Some aren't as good as others, but they're good enough where it's like, oh, this guy can make some good plays. But you got to have that personable aspect to it too.
Right, exactly.
Where, like,
that's what I mean is like you can't just have one. It's good to have tons of different outlets, you know?
Yep.
Like if you're not a really high level player, well, maybe your personality is amazing and you're fucking hilarious to watch.
Like,
or your quality of your stream is top notch.
Right. I always give Shroud crap. I mean, he's gotten a lot better with it. But he used to just kind of be just Mr. Roboto. I mean, he would just frag and that was it, you know. But he's gotten a lot better at it. I think he's in a way better place before when he was just competing in Counter-Strike and it's all he had to focus on. But like I mean, if you're that good, obviously people are just gonna watch you. But he's gotten a lot better with like the whole personable aspect and just kind of like talking to chat, and you know, you get that whole like community vibe when you're talking into chat and stuff like that. And I greatly applaud like any big broadcaster that reads their chat a lot. Like surprisingly, Shroud reads his chat a ton. Like for how many people are talking in there, it's just kind of crazy. Because I can barely keep up.
I really like getting like the perspective from any of the bigger streamers, just kind of like the inner mechanisms of like how their streams like run. Like you ever hear like, or so did an AMA recently, and like how he goes in, he's like, yeah, my stream's like y'all would think it's some professional thing. I was like, no, dude, I'm just some fucking dumbass like sitting here. Like we got no production team, I got a manager, he does my sponsorships, and that's about it. Other than that, I come here, sit every day, and try to figure it out. And then you got others that would be like, yeah, okay, so I got I deal with all these sponsors, like or talk to Ravia Night Blue pretty frequently or whatever, because I'm in his Discord a lot. Like I come from that community, and like I always just ask him inner stuff. I'm like, yo, so how did you like how does your YouTube work, man? And he's like, oh well, we got like an interconnection with some certain people that we can get music copyright licenses, so that's how I run my music channel. So and just like small things like that, I'm like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Like,
is that through connections or through like? Sorry, I joined in late. Is that through connections or is that through like something he pays for like monthly? Or
I think it's through connections. Or maybe yeah, I think he just like met someone along the way that like, and that he made a deal with them that hey like can I use your copyrighted music or whatever for my YouTube channel, and he'll probably give them like X% or something like that.
Huh, that's pretty cool. I never thought about that. Those are like some little things. That's why I think like having like when it comes like having like a nice camera or nice like overlay is like big when it comes to like streaming. Like it's something little that not a lot of people are gonna notice, but when they do, and you know, you're like, oh my god, this guy's like.
Well, think about it like this, dude. How many people have you watched that end up mentioning Soda Poppin's camera? I hear all the fucking
Yeah.
time. They're like, dude, have you seen his quality on his cam? It's insane. It's like, yeah, like that alone is just getting someone's name out there, and it's just based on pieces of equipment. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, his equipment's insane.
Yeah, that camera I actually really want it. It's like $3,000 now.
Yeah.
The base
it's
is
insane.
like $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Sony A7X or something.
Mm-hmm. X7 II.
That's what I'm thinking.
Jeez.
Things for like budget, like vlogging. Like, what did you use for your camera, Izzy, back in when you did your vlogs? Was that just strictly iPhone? Or
Oh,
did
that
you
was
do it-
straight iPhone, and then I made the jump to get an upgrade. It was I used the Canon G7X, and that thing was marvelous for what it was for the price, and I loved it. And then obviously I use the big boy camera now, but yeah, I mean, I started on a phone, man. I mean, just the
Like, your
quality's
TwitchCon
gone there.
Videos like fucking legit.
That was that was just from the G7X. But yeah, this one, when I bring this one to like the next event, it'll be like that much better quality. Like I can make my camera look like how Soda Poppin has his, because he's got that cool like bokeh blur effect in the background, but I'd have to like switch angles and stuff, because he's kind of got like that front facing angle when he streams.
Yeah,
I like to
mine.
I like to
Yeah.
have I don't know. I like to have like my mouse and stuff in the shot. That's just how I've always liked it. But,
Yeah, if my monitor wasn't so thin, I'd have the side angle again.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to figure out what I want to do.
Right.
It's fun. I hate the front facing. Really don't like it. Feels weird.
And then another good thing to do is like, so I put my chat like right underneath my camera, so whenever I do read my chat, it
Yep,
looks like
exactly what I do.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Life hack.
Pretty smart.
Streaming hack.
Mhm.
Usually I have both mine up, but usually mine's like right here where I should be looking. But if I'm like in a tense moment, it's always easier for me to look up. So that's kind of like I'll use both
Mhm.
things as my chat window.
Oh, real quick, I wanted. Oh no, keep going.
Oh no, I was just saying like just because like if I'm playing a tense game, like I want to read checks. I see like out of my peripherals, I see it go up. I'm like, oh, then like, it's easier for me to just go up than more like for me to like actually like really turn my head left. I don't know why.
Yep.
It's easier.
Definitely. I need. I want a third monitor so fucking bad. It's killing me. Like I got a second monitor, and then I was just like, damn, I could really use a third
I'm
monitor.
about to
right
go
now.
Dr. Lupo here soon, dude. Seriously.
How many
Yeah.
does he have?
Dude,
6,
he's
right?
like 6
Really?
or something.
Good lord.
You guys ever seen Swifty?
Swifties
yeah.
is overkill.
Like
I don't know
20, dude.
why he has so many. It's like he's
So
running
dumb.
like a NASA control center.
Oh my god, it's so ridiculous, dude.
How many
He
display
has like
ports
2
is that?
ACs in that one room just to keep the heat out. It's ridiculous. But real quick, I wanted to mention. So I've been playing BDO a little bit here and there lately. My guy's literally just sitting fishing right now. But there was a, I don't know if you guys heard, but they have a battle royale game mode now, and they had a streamer tournament for it, and it was pretty freaking cool, man. Like MMO BR, like that's a combo you wouldn't really think of, and it was really cool stuff. Like
Plus that
the
combat.
combat-
Oh,
yeah, the combat was just awesome to watch. It was really, really cool stuff. But yeah, it looked like it was a pretty successful thing, and like basically any streamer who participated in it now gets to give away like 50 codes for like free stuff for their viewers to use in game and stuff like that.
nice.
So
Try to slide in
yeah.
there next time, my dude.
Yeah, right. no, I would get wrecked because these guys have been playing since the game came out, probably. and just like
Smoking
Combo me
people,
to death.
comboing.
Yep. It was really cool though. It was fun to watch.
Wait, what is this? What's going on? Stroxy's chair. Welcome back to the podcast. I thought we'd never see you ever again.
Welcome back.
I had to go AFK a second ago, and I was waiting for it.
it.
I was waiting for it.
I just had to do it because it was Friends Center. I'm sorry. I had to go for it.
It's in such a good. It's in right in the spotlight too.
Yep.
Oh
No.
man.
Dude, Speaking of BRs, because that's like the main theme of the podcast. Because how could you not talk about BRs in this day and age?
Impossible.
BDO coming out with a BR, Counter-Strike coming out with a BR, new up and comer in the BR world, Tetris BR bitches.
Oh my god, dude!
Pog!
Have you seen
I've
it?
actually been playing it. It's so fucking fun.
Dude, people are crazy at that game.
Dude, I was nutty at
It's
Tetris. I want to switch just to play it, dude.
Dude,
Is that
I
what's
started
on
playing.
the Switch?
Yeah, it's on the Switch. I started playing Tetris just because like I was watching Recful time ago, and he was playing it, and then it was like on some online site where you could play against people, and so that's what I would play on too. But he matched against this 14-year-old Asian girl who played Tetris so fucking fast and like would just whoop his ass. I was like, oh my god, I want to get good at Tetris. And so that's when I started playing, and then next thing you know, here we are. I got Tetris pieces tattooed on my
Dude,
skin.
it is your time, baby. Let's go. #1 Tetris BR streamer, Sporky Rex, dominating the
actually
esports scene.
I actually haven't won one yet. I get my ass kicked. The highest place I've gotten so far, I think like 4th and 3rd.
So how does
And
it work? Like you have to just not mess up, or is it like lines in a row or score? Like what is it?
Okay, so there's there's 100 people there, and you can like send who you want to send your lines to, like people attacking you or people are close to being knocked out, or just random. Like you can just send it random, or you can individually select someone too, and you just kind of play Tetris, and like you'll get lines that get sent to you randomly, and you're like, oh fuck, like it'll build up, and so you have to knock them down and just be the last one left.
Okay.
But it's always some Asian dude or some some foreign language at the top #1 spot. And I'm just like, wow, I don't.
You're not winning that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was watching
Tetris.
one obvious clip from Tetris BR where someone had they had that T. I'm such a Tetris idiot, but they had the T-shaped piece. And they kept they had this impossible scenario where they had to keep.
Oh, I saw that, dude.
Yeah, the shuriken toss, bro.
Yeah,
there
dude,
you go.
they like flipped it down. Oh my god, that was insane.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
those
dude.
are called T-spins, and like when you T-spin a T-piece into a spot, it's worth as much as like getting a whole Tetris block. So that's how many lines you send.
I love T-spinning, dude.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
always a Tetris moron because as soon as I get like 3/4 up, I start panicking. Like, there's no way I can play that game in the BR format.
Pressure's on.
Dude, I make the reference anytime I like have to pack stuff. I'm like, I can make it fit. All right, I got Tetris pieces on my arm. Let's go.
Do you?
Yeah,
I never talked about your tattoos.
That's right. I brought this up when you were streaming the other day. Let's talk about it.
What would you like to know?
Everything, dude. Drop the
What the
knowledge.
fuck is it?
What is it? Yeah. So basically, it's like a whole Nintendo
Majora's Mask, that's all I needed to see. Thank you
I got
very
Majora's
much.
Mask. I got the Lens of Truth. I've got Tattle and the fucking fairies. I've got.
Barney, this is all great, everything, but can you put it up to the camera, please?
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Weird flex.
God,
but
he's
okay.
swole.
And then so I got the Mario mushroom
at the river.
And then see the Tetris pieces at Pikmin. And then the only non-Nintendo thing I have is like in the middle I got an Ouroboros from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh,
So me and 6 other friends have them. If you haven't seen the anime, they're mine, of course, is Pride. But anyway, they got bigger Pikmin. And then my favorite piece is probably here on the back, a
Pikmin,
little
dude.
blooper.
dude,
Oh, that's
Pikmin is such a good game. I love it. I'm gonna steal your idea and have that whole sleeve tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Wow. Ryan comes back. Hey, Sparkle.
I'll have it on
both.
both arms. Be like, yeah, I heard there's some streamers who copied my tattoo a little bit, but
Red Rexa.
Yeah, I pretty much told my artist, I was like, yeah, you can do whatever character. So with Pikmin, he was like, so he kind of went like Rasta colored. So
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get it done?
Corpus Christi, Texas, brother.
I also did a really good job.
Yeah, I go to the same artist all the time. He's done like my chest piece and everything else on me, really.
can we see that?
I mean, technically, you can. It's just a wolf. Like,
No, I want to see more.
check my Instagram.
You're gonna have to pay for that premium Snapchat Red Wrecker, all right? Only tier 3 subs get access to that.
I don't know. So, have all of you guys played Majora's Mask before? Legend of Zelda?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Flop.
No, I've not.
I have not.
What?
Dang,
What is wrong
dude,
with
you guys need to just
Fuck.
Sorry.
download an emulator and go through it whenever you got free time. Dude, it's one of the best games you'll ever play. I promise you. Like, if you actually get into the whole story of it and everything, it is like the saddest / happiest game you'll ever play. I made a tweet about it like yesterday or something. There was someone tweeted a clip of something that happens when the game's about to end, because basically it's kind of confusing to explain, but essentially like the world is ending within 3 days, and you have to do certain things throughout the game to like go back and keep retrying to make the world not end. And there's this one scene where there's this kid who goes up to a statue of this lady he was supposed to marry, and she ended up dying. So it's like you go up to him right before, it's literally a minute before that world is about to end. You go up to the kid and you're like, you start talking to him, and he says like, "Oh, I made a promise that we would end up getting married, but we didn't get to. So we were planning to get married at that time." And it's just, oh my god, if you
I'm gonna cry.
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
just the
cry
side
playing the
quest
game.
too.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, it's the saddest, happiest game you'll ever play. Like, so many happy things happen, so many sad things happen. It's like, oh.
All right, let's compare it to
hurts.
booze. It's like drinking a Jaeger Red Bull.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like you have the downer of the Jaeger because that shit's so heavy and licoricey. Then you have the upper, which is the Red Bull. So it's like it's a nice even effect. But when you play it together, it's like, oh my god, this kind of works. I don't know why it works, but it does.
Yeah, the whole if you guys like, when the content of video games ends, which I don't even know if it will end this year, like, and you're looking for like a single player game to chill with that is like a solid series of games, the Zelda series is something you guys should go through, because it's like there's Ocarina of Time, there's Majora's Mask, there's Wind Waker, there's Twilight Princess, but I don't usually don't suggest it to people, but
You don't like
yeah,
it? I thought that was pretty good.
I like it, but at the same time, I think like when you compare it to the first three, it's like, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
the remastered version of it though is really good from what I hear, because you don't have to like, there's not, you know how like you had to switch to the wolf form and it took fucking like a minute to do? You can do it instantly on the Wii U version apparently. So there's like quality of life things that are pretty sweet. So, but yeah, the Zelda series is fucking phenomenal.
So is Breath of the Wild the only one on the Switch or whatever? Or is there different ones gonna be on the Switch?
So what they did with the Wii U was you could buy like Ocarina of Time on your Wii U and play it.
Okay.
So they might do that with the Switch for those games.
That would sell it to me, because like I've been really holding off on the Switch. I might get one before my birthday, just because like birthday present to myself or something. Just because I've wanted one for a while. I'd love to play through like Breath of the Wild, do some Smash Bros stuff like that. But yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a great game to stream. I feel like those Zelda games, people really like watching those, dude.
And there was that new Zelda game that just got announced like freaking 3 days ago. Well, not new, but it's A Link to the Past remastered, and it looks fucking awesome. Yeah, dude, it looks really good. Like, holy shit, Nintendo knows their shit right now.
And Zelda games are real good, big chill games for streaming.
Yeah, yep.
You can just
You can pause and
throw one of these.
Yeah, exactly, dude. 100%.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I bought a Switch way too early, because I kind of bought it due to all the Smash hype, because I love Smash Bros.
I still think that's a good
One of the first.
That's a good buy, I think, though. Like Smash
but
is good.
I only played like Smash like twice, and then I spent $300 on my Switch, which kind of sits here. Well, now I play fucking Tetris all the time. Though, like I'll be laying.
Hey, my man's
Smash Bros. Nah, I got Tetris over here.
Yeah, no, that's what I do. Like it's just a quick game I can kill some time, and then. But Animal Crossing coming out, that's gonna be some fun too. I don't know, like
did they announce that?
Into it. I know it's supposed to come this year. They didn't announce it though.
Yeah, dude, I love those games too. That's always fun. Running around with your friends, picking up flowers and shit.
Yeah, just literally doing nothing. Like
literally nothing important.
That game's online. Like you play with your homies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Ryan, we making some bread out in the fields or something.
Right,
or what's
dude,
good?
catching some fat fish. Oh yeah, dude.
That would be content.
Yeah, and dude, it's funny because I feel like Nintendo is known for how simple games, like the most simple games they make, but it's so fucking fun. Like every single.
True. Every time I bought a Nintendo console, it's always been for like 1 or 2 games, and I'm like, I think this is a good buy. Like, I played the shit out of that game. Like, you think you bought it too early for Smash? I bought it when the only games I was excited about were Mario Kart and Breath of the Wild, and I barely played Breath of the Wild. I just played Mario Kart into the ground.
Yeah,
I suck at Mario Kart. I hate it.
Mario Kart, you lose friendships, dude.
Yeah. Anytime you go online and you see one of those people's names with like Asian characters in it, and this is just a fact,
GG,
all right?
GG.
You're gonna get smoked. Like,
every
single one of them beats you. It's just that's my personal experience.
And you know what the funniest part
they just
is?
destroy you.
They're using one hand for that, and the other hand is destroying someone else in StarCraft.
Keybinds, dude.
Right, well, I didn't say all that, but
I mean, just facts out here, dude.
No, it's true. No. We talked on the podcast about StarCraft, and I was like, yeah,
the Koreans are nuts. They don't lose.
Everyone on the podcast was like, oh, Jagger hates Koreans. No, that's not what I'm saying. The Koreans just dominate the scene. That's just the way it is.
We're giving them a compliment.
They
We're
literally
saying how
like can
insane
put, like
they are.
they can put their StarCraft rank on their fucking job resume and go get like manager positions.
Seriously, dude. I went to the sushi place that I went to tonight, but I went there before, and dude, you should have seen this guy work the fucking tablet. It was like, I was like, dude, this guy 100% plays StarCraft because he was like,
this podcast is taking a
all
turn.
over the place. Dude, it was
They're good at
crazy.
Mario Kart, StarCraft. You should see him on an iPad.
Yeah.
Should
was
you
bad.
ask him? You should have asked him if he played StarCraft.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I
by the
should've.
way, have you ever played StarCraft?
Yeah.
As he's making like wrapping your sushi up.
He'd be like, yes, to marry my girlfriend, I had to defeat her father in a game of StarCraft.
Oh my god, imagine. Holy shit.
He's the final
He
boss.
stood no chance.
Oh man.
Oh, something I wanted to ask you guys about. It's not like new news by any means. They haven't released anything super new about it. But I was thinking of you guys, like the BR people, because it's an asymmetrical horror game, but it's also kind of in the BR realm. Have you heard of Hide or Die?
No.
Mm-mm.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
It's like super low because I think it's on like Kickstarter to like get all its funding. It's on the Steam store. They don't have like a launch date yet. They did a closed alpha, and I know a lot of people streamed it. And they have a beta sometime this year is what they're trying to announce. But basically, 16 people enter, and it's very much like Dead by Daylight. Like you enter a lobby, and then you go into this, and it's huge maps, and there's a weapon somewhere in the field. And I don't know, they haven't shown the monster yet. I don't know if it just makes you into like a slasher, like a movie or a monster, but whoever gets it becomes the killer, and then you have to kill the rest of the 15, and the 15 have to start the generators and get out. But the generators are like way more intense. Like in Dead by Daylight, you just hold your mouse button and you hit spacebar for like skill checks. In this one, it like you're in first person, so whenever you go to a generator, it has like the switchboard and it has different like randomized letters and shit that you have to hit on your keyboard. And while you're doing the generator, you're
giant monster.
Of it. Yeah, so like you can't see around you. So if you want to see, like if you hear like you have to like look out. But it looks so good. I hope it's good.
That's good. Games like that's gonna give me an anxiety attack. I'm gonna be like me and Jagger would be like fixing a generator together, and I'll turn around. There's this big dude just like right there, like getting eaten while someone's trying to fix something. Oh god.
I love horror games, dude. I'm all about that.
It would just be exciting to play an asymmetrical game where like hiding is like a key element to it, because I feel like no game has really done that yet. Because Friday the 13th, which was a pretty popular one, it was. You kind of just did circles around Jason. Like it was kind of a meme. And then like in this game, in Dead by Daylight, like if you're at any level of like skill with it, like you don't play immersed. You just you run the killer. So I love the idea of like you can't run the killer. You can't fight the killer. You just have to hide or you die. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a cool idea. Could be interesting.
I feel like for like that the generator or whatever, you'd have to have like a spotter, like Izzy and Flopkis would be working on it, and I have to like keep an eye out for the killer. They'd be like, "Hey, Pacheco, are we good?" "Oh yeah, you guys are good, dude." As I'm like running away. Good luck.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to see how lobbies work too. Like you could play with 8 of your friends or something like that. Like,
Oh,
holy
God.
shit! Or literally queue up with like 10 people. Oh my, that'd be crazy.
Sparky, no!
All they need is custom matches, and on stream, people would play the crap out of it.
Good
Once
They're gonna have voice comms too, in terms of like you have like a cell phone that you can pull up, kind of like GTA style, and you
Yeah.
can like text out things to your friends or call them if you need to.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's legit.
Where are you, Pacheco? I'm getting fucked by the killer.
Help
I'm just
me.
gonna text you stupid shit.
Yeah.
Bent
Raffle,
over.
OMG.
Omega lol.
Your mom big gay.
Did they ever put a date on Warcraft 3 Remastered yet or no? Like
Yeah,
I
so
think
back
it's.
last time I
I
heard.
honestly think it's gonna be like end of the year,
fuck,
like
man.
really late. Honestly, that's my. But that game, dude, holy shit!
Yeah.
I want an
8
8-man group, and we all just fucking melee it out on the biggest maps possible. See who wins. We'll have our own battle royale.
Yeah, I suck at Warcraft. That's gonna be a big oof for me. I'll still do it. Don't get me wrong, but it's gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, like the other day you were taking out some Jeopardy thing, and I was like, oh, I don't really know shit, but I mean, I'll play.
Oh, if we had like a Borthers like Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Jagger's Jeopardy, dude. Boom.
I'll host it every week. We have like random guests on. Whoever wants
You have to
play.
wear like the outfit.
Can you
I'm
just
not wearing the
Like a
hot
little
dog suit. That has to get summoned, and there's only one way for that to get summoned. Either you donate a good amount of money, or the entire chat has to cooperate together. But no, that'd be fun.
or you shotgun a beer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sparker's like, I'll shotgun a beer if you bought the hot dog suit. Oh yeah, okay, I'll bring it.
And he was like, all right, he's like, I'll
Hold
be right back. And I was like, oh shit.
And then he shotgunned a second beer because of a donation, and Jagger was like, "Oh, how much for the donation?" He goes, "Oh, I don't care, any donation." He's like, "Well, fuck, I have $1." Like, hold on.
And that's how it went. That's
And
how
there it goes. That's easy money, Spark. That's easy money.
I regret it.
That's
Yeah.
illegal, by the way. If Ninja can't take shots for
That's right. It is illegal
donation.
now. You can't do it
Sparky.
anymore. Ooh.
I mean, I wasn't like they weren't buying.
Bad.
They weren't buying my shotgun. They were buying the idea.
No,
that
they
had
were
been
buying the
offered.
inspiration, Spark. You're like, wow,
Exactly.
thank you so much for that donation.
Oh,
I am inspired to shotgun
That's what I
both
had
of these
told him
Bud
previously.
Lights.
I was like, I was gonna do it before
Uh,
anyway, but like you just fucking lit the spark, so we had to.
Say, okay, so this is what you have to do now on Twitch. You have to say, dude, I can't wait to take these 2 shots, and then end it with in game, and then you're safe.
Mm.
I'm serious. Trust me.
Is that
People-
an official like
peop-
TOS rule now?
Yeah, so people have been saying when they're like, oh, I'm going to kill myself, they go in game, and they're good
Mhm.
because it's not against TOS. You're talking about doing something in the game. Of course. You would never say that in real life.
In game.
Yeah, dude, so excited. That hide or die thing, I can't get my mind off it. That's gonna be great. I'm watching like the trailer for it. It looks like fucking creepy.
It's going to be so funny. Holy crap. The clips that are going to come out of that. Woo.
I just see
Like-
Flopkis right now because Flopkis is always like the instructor whenever people are playing Dead by Daylight. He's always like the very calm, cool, collective one. Even if we like just shit the bed in the game, he always is like, if he's in like that teaching format, he's good. He's not gonna get mad. But if it's like me or Ray and someone else just fucking up, he's like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Well, like I never want to yell at you guys or like any friends or viewers, so I'll keep real calm. I just yell at like the random that's on our team doing stupid shit. But every now and then I'll be like, "What the fuck is this idiot doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, that's you, Pacheco? No, you're not."
Oh, you're fine, dude. No, you're fine.
Oh,
You do you.
dude, isn't that the worst feeling when you're like, dude, what is this fucking? You like say the character name. The
Oh,
character
I've done
name,
it
you're
to
like,
I've done it
what
to
is
many
this?
people.
like in Rainbow Six, what is this Ash doing? Holy fuck! And then it's
That's
like your
Ryan.
friend, and
Oh,
you're just like, God damn it! You're like, oh my
No,
god.
then I'll like really
Try
play
my
it out.
best.
It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, that is the worst.
It's so
feeling.
funny
Holy
because
crap.
it's always
the
gonna
reality
happen.
hits you. You're just like, oh shit, that's
Oh,
my friend.
God.
Then
That
it
is
gets to the
what they're
point where there's
doing.
some people that are like so bad that you're just like, all right, I don't even want to. I just want to know like why, like what the fuck were you thinking? That's we're like what was going on in your head?
Here's
like,
that
one time.
here's that link for that game that Flop was talking about. You guys wanted to check that out.
Oh yeah.
Should I show stream actually since we're talking about it?
Yeah, show him.
Here.
We all start.
All right, yeah, we can start at the same time. We can load that clip up at the beginning. Just let me know when you guys are.
No.
I'm ready. Primed and ready.
I'm ready. All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh no, dude.
Oh, Izzy's already out right
no,
there. Izzy's
dude. Oh,
All
for
the bodies hanging.
dude. Oh, no, I think I've actually seen a snippet of this.
Oh.
That's gotta be the.
This reminds me of the Hunt Showdown.
Yep, 100%.
Dude, that game. Oh,
I got it for free. I never played it.
It's got that dark Dead by Daylight style, which I like.
Oh,
what just happened? to him?
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here!
Alright. See you guys later.
I'm on Grand Orchestras
What's that?
during World War
Wait.
II.
bear traps.
It's Trapper.
Oh god, no.
So who has the gun there? Is that the killer?
I think that's a survivor. Like you can get weapons, but I
really?
don't think you can like kill them. You can just incapacitate them. what I think. There's very
that'd be
limited
cool.
gameplay.
Okay. Let's
That's
get a.
cool.
Oh, whoops, wrong scene. Wrong scene there.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that looks fun, man. I'd play it. Hell yeah. 15 people running around. Holy shit, that'd be hilarious.
Wait, it's 15?
It's 16, I think, and then 15 people are running from that
Oh,
other person.
Because they're all rushing whatever the weapon or I don't know, whatever it turns the person into the killer.
Yeah. I want to know what happened to that one guy right off the bat. He just died to nothing.
It looks like his
Just
head
gotta-
his head
He
just
just
blasted.
slammed against the wall. I love ragdolls in games. It's so funny. GTA ragdolls.
I would totally buy this game if they were like, "Hey, buy this game now." Okay. I haven't had
Yeah,
games, but I'll
I
buy
paid
it.
$20 for that game. Hell yeah.
it's
you
on
wanna buy
Steam
last
right
year?
now, right?
It's
Yeah,
on Steam but not purchasable.
Oh,
They're not doing it right. They need to do the hey, come support us Visage style. We'll give you one chapter of the story, and then well, I don't know when we're releasing the game. Just buy it.
We'll
Nah.
daisy this for a little bit.
Yeah, just go into a beta for 3 years. It's all right.
The
5
new
years.
trend.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
It's
It
been
was a
5. It's been
long
5
time.
years,
It's been a long time.
and it just is not like.
I played it a couple weeks ago. It's cleaner, but dude, it's still not. I don't know.
Dude, that genre, like as much as I love it, still like it's just not what it used to be. Sadly,
Just
the arm-
bring
arm's
back
good one.
old H1Z1. Just
They're-
improve on some
dude,
things.
they're
Like
they're
Jesus
doing
Christ.
old H1. I don't know if Just Survive's coming back, but they're
Yeah,
doing old H1 stuff pretty soon here.
good.
Yeah.
I think
arm's
hasn't that
good
player
one.
base kind of abandoned them though?
You'd
Yeah,
be surprised though.
I would say so for now. They've moved on to other shit for sure.
Like
But
that
I
was
think-
a. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I think like someone like Summit, he's gonna 100% play that
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
right when it drops. I guarantee it.
Because they actually listened to their community, so it was like, okay, cool, and then
Yep.
womp, 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 womp.
Mm-hmm. Wow. They've been tweeting about it. I'm trying to find the one tweet that I was looking at.
This is completely irrelevant. It's completely derailed this current conversation.
Oh, you're good.
But did you see that 6ix9ine's possibly going to get released with the
I heard about that.
What?
So-
Wait, with released with what?
For
for his charges?
yeah, for all his
He's gonna have a
charges.
time. He's gonna be
How
in,
wasn't it supposed to be like fucking 30 years or something ridiculous?
Snitch
How does
9, dog.
He's
Snitch 9.
snitching on
Ah.
everyone
Mhm. So he's gonna be witness protection.
for life.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's not gonna have a good
Yeah.
time.
I don't know how that's gonna work with tattoos on your face and literally say who you are, but
That's a
You
good
just don't
point.
go outside of your room.
you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, H1Z1 is on PS4.
Been on PS4 for a
Yeah.
minute.
I think it's bigger
Wow.
on PS4 than his PC, if I'm not mistaken. Or a lot of people have been playing.
I like the idea of Daisy. Like
Oh, it's
if it wasn't like
great.
$40 or something, I would play
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's a big price to pay for that.
Yeah.
Just the whole premise of it was, for the time, it was just incredible. It's like you and your buddy got to find each other, and then once you find each other, you got to gear up. By the time you gear up, other people are gonna be already geared, waiting for other people. So it's just like the whole unknown factor, and then just getting a kill. Actually, just
Then you had like 160 people in a server or in a game,
Mhm.
whatever it was.
Yeah, it looks like they're really focusing on the PS4 stuff right now. They said they have like a new map for it.
Are you talking
And-
Z1?
I don't know. It just says for H1Z1 that they have like a bunch of stuff they're doing for like the BR scene for.
Here's what I
PS4.
follow this account on Twitter, and they tweeted this out not too long ago. Like, because the combat update that ruined basically H1.
Mhm.
They tweeted out March 6, 2019. So my guess is they're going to be
Oh, okay.
bringing back the original combat, the original map, stuff like that. So
You guys ever play that game Planet Side?
yes,
Planet Side 2?
they're coming out with a new Planet
Yeah,
Side pretty
Planet Side Arena.
soon. Mm-hmm.
I'm just on this. It's made by the same company as H1Z1, so I was looking at it on their Twitter page, Daybreak, and I don't see what it is exactly. You can sign up for the beta though.
Yeah. Here's the problem with the Planet Side 2, though. It's like it's that game that was very like, how For Honor had that thing where, hey, you can conquer other nations and conquer parts of the map, but you yourself, you don't feel like you're doing much. Like trying
Yeah.
to conquer these parts of the map. It's
Mhm.
very annoying. It's like that.
Oh my
Battlefield
god,
thing.
it's
I
a
don't know.
battle royale. Of course it is. Why did I even think it was anything else?
How many people are going to be in it though? Because Planet Side is just, it's Planet Side.
1
Right.
million people in this game.
There's gonna be people flying in the air and shiz. I mean, if you like big combat, it could be fun.
Oh my god, no freaking way.
What's up?
This intense large-scale arena pits two sides battling out for dominance. Choose your side and prepare for a full-on assault in this massive 250 versus 250 battle.
That's
That's
nuts.
what
What?
Mag was. Or kind of like. Mag was like that in a sense.
But a
Does anyone
battle
remember Mag
royale
for
with
PS3?
400 people.
And it's last surviving, so it's literally just a battle royale with that many people. That's insane.
That's nuts.
That's a lot of people.
That's like war.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's crazy. It
I'll
looks,
sign up
it
for
looks
it. I'll
pretty
check
good.
it out.
Dude, it looks
That would
pretty
take
good.
a long time, I feel like.
Yeah, that's a
Holy
huge
shit.
commitment per round.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's at least like an hour.
This looks pretty.
It's like
It looks
an
pretty
actual-
good, Ryan. You looking at the video on the?
Yeah, I saw the home page. I'm gonna sign up for the beta just to potentially check it out. I don't really play many battle royales, but that sounds super intense.
As the match begin, hatch a seal, the Bastion descends.
You
into the
get
atmosphere.
jetpacks
When
apparently
Bastion
too.
levels out and hits
So,
atmosphere, players will be able to
it's
deploy
kinda
in their own
different.
personal drop pods.
Hell yeah, my favorite vehicle. Rocketing to the planet's surface in your own
Yeah, this
personal
looks
drop pod.
legit.
It's one of those iconic sci-fi experiences.
With up to 100 players
How's
in the
it- I
Bastion,
wonder how that's gonna work
drop
though
pods
as
flying
far
out
as,
on
like,
both
landing
sides
goes,
feels
like-
like a total war zone.
Okay,
Yeah, it
looks
looks
like
like you
Super
drop in
cool.
an
The
air
map is
pod
massive,
type
over
thing.
8 kilometers square.
We've
So it's
touched
not like
on
you start
every
with,
inch
like,
of the map.
Your
Transitioning
teammates
it
on
from
one
old
side of the map
Amherst
running
known
to
love
teammates on the other.
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
Echoes of
curious of
Amherst,
too.
completely
You
reworked.
start out with a knife.
We needed to make
It looks
drastic
like,
changes
and
to the
then
map
you just gotta
to allow
find
players
some
the freedom to go wherever they wanted, whenever they
armor and shit.
This includes eroding down the mountains. punching
That'd be
into
cool. Like
roads,
if they did
and
have it
even
like
putting
that
jump pads
style
around
in
that
Planet Side
iconic
2 where you
central
could
mountain
like
spire.
have squads with the people you're playing
In
with,
addition
and
to
then like
making
you
the
can
terrain
proximity
and
chat
overall
teammates
map more
slash.
That's what it
terrific,
said.
taking this opportunity
Yeah,
to
if you
create
look on this
distinct biome,
homepage, if
created more
it says like you can squad up with duos or full squad, I think.
What's full squad?
Let's see.
250 friends.
Wait, hold on.
go
Season 1
250
kicks off with the
people.
launch of PlanetSide Arena, beginning with 2 action-packed game modes: Massive Clash and Battle Royale.
It's got a very Halo feel to it.
So it looks like it would probably be okay. So Massive Clash is the 250 versus 250. And then Battle Royale is play solos or teams, and
That's pretty cool.
Probably 100 player.
How much is this game gonna be, you think?
If they do the same thing they did for their PlanetSide 2, they're probably going to do it free. And then they have a battle pass already, so
This one right now has a battle pass.
Well, it says they're going to have one, and that you can level it up and get cosmetics and.
Huh. I'm interested.
So like, what if you and like your duo are like making your way down the map, and then like the enemy team got like together with a group of like 30 others?
Right.
Exactly.
You're just screwed. Just get dominated.
rolled and smoke.
They have vehicles in it too, 4-wheelers and shit.
If it's
Probably have
proximity, I'm
tanks.
gonna help form like a flying.
I was
V
gonna
down
say
the
you're gonna have
battlefield.
like lieutenants commanding different.
That'll be pretty crazy stuff, actually. I think
Slash
that-
very cringy. You're gonna have the 13-year-old at the front line. All right, guys, can we just?
Yep.
Hey, everyone, listen to me. Can everyone listen to me for just a second? Okay, we're gonna do a flying V down the battlefield, and everyone just move in formation. It's like Jesus Christ, dude, shut the. I don't care if
I'd follow him into battle.
I
He'd be my battle buddy.
would shoot. He's the first. If team
I would
if
lay down my
fires on,
life
I'd
for
shoot
that
him
man.
first.
That's
Unless
a
you're
natural
wearing
born
a-
leader right there.
Unless he's wearing a cat shirt armor. Then, that guy.
Gotta go. Gotta blast.
Got a blast.
Yeah, it looks
good,
interesting though.
like-
With other game modes as well. You can just frag.
Did you say there was a date for that?
I don't know. You can sign up for the beta right now,
Let me
though.
check their
Okay.
Twitter. Because
Probably soon. They'll probably drop beta and extend it for 8 years. And then
Because the
Move
idea
forward.
reminds me of like I don't know if you ever played it, Ryan, on Guild Wars 2. The
World vs. World.
yeah,
Oh, dude, so fun.
it was
That
fun.
stuff, it was kind of like unbalanced, though. So
Yeah.
it was really
Yeah.
shitty feeling.
There was no way, like, unless you had a dedicated guild or you knew like a commander to roam with, like there was no strategy to it. It'd be like you
Yeah.
and like 2 of your buddies, like, okay, let's go try to capture a point, and then you'd run into like a Zerg of like 60
Yep,
people.
it was
like, well,
literally just zerging and seeing what happens. Like, you felt like you weren't contributing at all.
I
So-
found the info.
And people like play that shit every day, like the World vs. World. They were so dedicated to it. I'm like, dude, this isn't like, what is this? Like, you're not. It feels like you're
Yes.
not doing much.
You just talking about Halo 2, Big Butt Battle.
Yeah.
No, that's the biggest scale battle I've ever played. It's back in Halo 2's Big Team Battle. It was like 8
Oh,
versus 8.
dude.
I love
Oh,
those,
yeah.
yeah.
Big Butt Battle, man.
Oh,
Red
PlanetSide
Custom
Arena's
Games,
on
man.
Steam already. Gimme.
Wait, can you download it?
No, it's gonna be in the summer. I
Oh,
found the
okay.
article of it. It's in the Discord.
Oh,
but-
summer.
Yep, so summer of 2019, gonna be available for PS4 and PC.
Thank God.
Cross-platform?
Crossplay?
Question
Xbox.
mark? Question mark?
crossplay. That'd be cool. Interesting how they're separating PS4. So it looks like they probably have a partnership with Sony or some shit because they're doing that for H1Z1 too. So
Oh, don't do that Call of Duty shit where PS4 gets the release like 3 days before PC. That shit is so annoying.
yeah,
I sleep.
Yeah, that stuff does get old.
It's not gonna stop though, because that's been a thing.
It'll
since
never stop.
Modern Warfare 2. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, did you guys hear the news about the new Call of Duty?
Heard about the leaks. I don't know how
What is
true
it?
they are, but
MW4 will potentially come with both MW2 and 3
remastered, right? Or
remastered, yeah. And the way I think of it is, I swear to fucking God, if they don't let you purchase them separately, freak out. Like they did it for COD MW1. After, like, a
how
year.
Activision works. Come on.
Yeah, I was like,
If they're smart, Ryan, they'll release them because COD, like, I think Zach tweeted. Oh, speak of the devil. Thanks for the host, Zach. Zach tweeted this out. You explained it perfectly. Like, because COD's got like a 2 to 3 month lifespan generally for people that play it casually. 2 to 3 months. If they're smart, they release it, in between those dead times of COD.
Yep.
like 2 or 3 months after, and then they'll release another one 2 or 3 months after. That would be perfect, I think.
Yeah.
But
I agree. Drop MW2 first, then go
Yep.
to MW3.
yep, and then drop the
MW4.
COD. Yep.
Absolutely.
It's perfect, I think, because just COD's COD, you know.
I'd get that for like $80.
Yeah, for
Getting
3
all
games, dude,
in
all
that
remastered,
succession.
60 FPS.
I mean, I bought
What?
freaking, what was it? Infinite Warfare and COD 4 for like, was it 90
At the
when it
time,
first came
yeah.
out? Yeah. Big mistake.
It was.
But COD 4 was fun as hell. I had fun with that.
I just
but-
wish that the guns felt the same, but I mean,
I
with
know.
the
Holy
servers and
shit.
stuff,
The
there's
M16 was so
just,
dumb.
it was busted.
2
G-
bullets
It
and
made
people were
game
dead.
battles impossible to play, sadly. So I was like,
Ugh.
man.
That was the last time Nick Merckx played COD, I think.
And they were busting people in
They were
tournaments.
wrecking. Yeah. It's cool.
Noob tubing people on Bog. That was the funniest shit.
Oh my god, you
ever,
just.
dude.
Oh, there's the spawn.
I was that guy. I was that guy.
God, you probably.
Killed
You
two
were probably
people
the
off
one
bat.
man army guy too, in Modern Warfare 2, were you?
I did it for a little bit. I won't lie. I
That's
did it for a little bit.
disgusting.
I did it for a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did it. I fell
That
into
was
the
me.
trap.
I actually
did
wasn't
that.
playing COD too much at that time.
I didn't have a console
but,
at the time.
but David was over my place and he got into quick scoping and holy fuck, he was shitting on kids like crazy.
Good times, man. It was way more simple back then, dude. It was just so much more fun. People weren't complaining about every little thing in the game, dude. It was great.
Yep.
That's all Twitter is. There's a bunch of people complaining. Come on.
True that.
Yeah.
So I
Enjoy it.
didn't hear the magic words. Is MW4 going to have like its own BR mode?
I think so. I'm assuming.
I would almost guarantee it. You know how Activision is with their money, dude. Come on now. People are gonna
Yeah.
buy into that. I'm gonna buy into
Yeah,
that.
but people were saying how they should do it separately, and I think they definitely should.
Dude, if they do
Like
it
have
separately,
the option to buy it for $30.
people will do it. People
Because
might
then they
even
do
buy
that
the
with
game
Black
later
Ops 4
on.
now. Isn't that something that they did? Now you can play Black Ops 4 BR.
Oh, can you buy Blackout separately, or is it Zombies
I
separately?
think so. I thought that's what it was.
I don't know. I haven't looked into the details too much. Maybe I thought they had it for like Zombies separately though. Maybe I'm tripping,
Maybe,
but
yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, and I've said it many times before, dude. Epic Games, dude. They're putting the standards up for games now, man. It's like this free to play model. People almost expect it now. If you're gonna be into that whole battle royale genre, like good luck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way demos used to work. Like demos, like kind of got you into the game. I know Halo 3 like had the beta for quote unquote testing, but that was just more so you could play the game and so it could get more word of mouth of how good that game was going to be, and that's what happened. But nowadays, everything's got to be free to play, so you can play the full game. And if you want to buy anything beyond that, like cosmetics and stuff, you got to pay for it. I think that's a really good business model. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It works, man, because people see free and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna
If
give this
it's
game an
free,
actual shot."
It's for me.
Hey, in the wise words of young Sporkington.
Oh shit, my bad. It's
I'll
9:10.
be
If
honest.
y'all needed to know.
Time to wake up. Sparky, wake up! You're 3 hours late for the podcast. That would be bad. I was gonna mention one more thing. Speaking of BRs, I mean, we talk about them a lot, but Battlefield BR, where you at, man? What's going on? Your time's
Next
running
month, right?
very short. I think it's next month, but don't quote me on that.
I've actually never
I
really been into any
still-
Battlefield game.
I still
But-
really think
You're
it's
not
gonna
missing out.
see.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
Battlefield 3 is
Like,
the last
I remember-
really good one, I think. But
Battlefield 3 was so sick, dude.
dude, Bad
I remember
Company
my friends were playing
2
one.
was nasty too.
Yeah,
My
but
friends were playing one of them that they could fly a jet, and that seemed thing I fly that jet, but I don't really remember.
Okay, listen, Sparky. In all the fucking goddamn Battlefields, you can fly a fucking jet. This isn't new.
Listen,
okay, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I don't fucking play Battlefield. That's what I was elaborating the point on. You know what? I'm done here.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
I'm giving you shit. No, you're,
Um,
no, as
I
a
am
guy
driving
who
for roll.
plays FPSs a lot, and as a guy, you play FPSs a lot too. I don't know about you, but I'm not a big vehicle BR guy, vehicle on the battlefield type of person. It's
We
just
don't
not for
know if
me.
it's gonna be there yet, but I mean, it's Battlefield, so who knows?
Yeah. Did you play the? Didn't they release the? Did they not have a beta for the BR? Or
Mm-mm.
did Doc not play BR? Okay, so it's totally in the shadows of.
It's in the
what's gonna be.
shadows. I mean, I really like this Battlefield. I might have an unpopular opinion, but I enjoy the game. I'm excited to try it out. It's fun for me. I'll have fun when the BR comes out for it. But, Battlefield, I mean, like I said, I think the last really, really good Battlefield was 3. 4 was solid too, but I had so much fun in 3. 3 was a good time.
Yeah, 3 was just phenomenal.
Oh, dude, I remember, Ryan, in Bad Company 2. I didn't have Bad Company 2 in its prime, but like I remember watching people play the Vietnam expansion, and that was sick. I thought that was the coolest thing ever, dude.
Yep.
It's like people diving in the trenches and stuff and like playing Rush on, I don't even know the maps, but like these like jungle infested maps and stuff, and it was intense. Yeah. Oh, good times.
Good times, for sure.
I miss it, man. I don't know. I hope it's good.
The
man.
ranking up in those games was rough back in the day too. It took so long to level
dude.
up.
It's
crazy,
way easier now. Yeah, it did. Dude, you know what was tough? Was it Halo? I don't want to botch this. Halo Reach? Was that a very difficult ranking? Like, you would have to play
Halo
days?
3 was too.
Okay, what was like the prestigious like helmet? Like, if you had like some sort of crazy helmet. You know what I'm
It was
thinking?
3, right?
Was it 3 or 4? Or,
yeah.
Not 3 or 4. 3 or
The
Reach.
ODST helmet?
You had to play a substantial amount of... Like
You're probably
Halo.
thinking of Halo 3 because there was like the Eclipse.
Recon.
There was yeah. There's
You think you're
Recon.
getting into Bungie?
There was Hayabusa, and the fire helmet was given to people who worked at Bungie.
I thought that was the Blue Flame. I thought Blue Flame helmets were people that.
Yeah. Oh,
were at Bungie.
that's
And
what
then
it
you got
was.
Red
It was
Flame
the
if you beat the Bungie employees.
if you beat one of them.
What?
Yeah.
That's so
dude.
cool.
I only saw like 2 or 3 the whole time I ever played with the fire helmet, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm gonna get destroyed.
I lost to fucking Bungie employees one game. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
So I was really good at the game, but like they just fucking got the better hand on us. I don't remember what happened, but I was so upset, man. I was like,
dude, they need to start. I think it's important for like game companies to have people in there playing with the community and doing shit like that, because if you think that didn't give people an incentive to want to play more, you're so wrong.
oh, I tried to grind.
People would sit there and try and find those people 100%.
David Vonderhaar, take notes.
Well, people
Yeah, like hell yeah.
all the content creators were running around that would make Halo content, like Digital Fear, Rooster Teeth, like all those people from YouTube would be running around with recon armor and like in their videos, you'd be like, "Fuck, I want that." It's like, what do you have to do for it? Oh, either Bungie gifts it to you for something you do, like either in like Griftball or ranked, or not ranked, but like getting well known by the company, or you have to grind it out in competitive, and that took fucking forever. I finally got it, but I was like, Jesus Christ, man. It took a lot.
Do you guys remember in Halo Reach, you had to get like 1,000,000 points or something to get the it was like a lightning effect. Yeah, like
inclement weather. I know
inclement weather. Yep, dude. I remember I was like, I'm gonna get this one day, and I never got to even like quarter the points.
Holy crap!
It was rough, dude. And we would wake up every morning before school, and we would check what the daily challenges were for the game, and be like, all right, guys, after school, we got to do this.
Oh man!
And then there was the grunt headshot noise.
That's
you
right.
could get that for multiplayer, and if someone killed, it felt so shitty. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, a good Halo game would be. It would be good timing for a really good Halo game, I think, right now, because.
Yep.
Like, as good as battle royales are right now, I really, really think that like people are getting a little, I don't know, a little sick of it. But I mean, to each their own, I suppose. But something different.
All right, so this is really cool. I know we're winding down here, but Halo 3. In order to unlock Recon, you had to get the rank of Lieutenant in the XP playlist. It's called the Vidmaster Challenge. The second, there's 4 of them. That's the first one. So get rank of Lieutenant. The second one was annual. After 9/25/08, complete Halo final level on 4-player legendary live co-op with Iron. I guess that was a skull and everyone in Ghost. The third one.
Oh my god, dude! Iron was the one that I think it made it so like enemies don't stagger or some shit. I forget what one that.
And then there's Vidmaster 7-on-7. Enter into a ranked or social playlist with 7 XP on the 7th of the month.
Oh,
it's very
dude,
specific.
that's yeah.
And then the last one is called Brain Pans. Find all hidden skulls on the mythic maps.
Oh my god, dude!
So that's how you got.
That's crazy.
Games reward people too much these days, man. That's like something
Dude,
you had to work
that is
for,
some
bro.
that is dedication right there. If you worked for
but
that,
then if you have it, dude, you're just you are
Holy
on
shit.
top of the world, dude.
Yep. You played nothing but Halo. That was it. That was your game. If you worked your ass off for that, for sure.
That's awesome, dude. Games need more of that, man. For
Mhm.
sure. Why
100%.
don't these BR games have some ridiculous challenges like that? You know what I'm saying? Like for the amount of hours people put into these BR games, dude. Like give someone like give them like 2,000 plus headshots or something. You get a cool exclusive camo or exclusive skin for this guy or whatever. Like little things like that, dude. Are you
Do it for every
towards.
3 months. Yeah, every
Right.
3 months, make a new
Make
one.
it
or every
exclusive,
month.
dude, for every month. Oh my god, I would never. Oh, dude, I love that shiz.
Yeah, I do too.
Seriously,
That's what I'm doing in the division right now, dude.
That's right.
I'm getting the stuff that you're never gonna be able to have again.
Yeah, I was
love
watching Red play, and one of the things that he's working towards is like an exclusive, and I think this should be on all. I would spend so much money / hours into DVD if this was a thing. Exclusive emotes. It doesn't do anything for your character in the game, but like if I just could have an emote just to fucking dance or a fucking just flip somebody the bird because I spent like 1,000 hours, immediately I would.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why the fuck not? It's such a simple concept, yet people who actually care about the game and love it are gonna grind that shit out.
Hell yeah.
100%. Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird to me. Like,
Or for Apex, you could have different finishers like for characters. That would be nuts.
yeah.
look, Apex Legends, if you guys are hiring, let's Borthers podcast on the development team. We got you. We'll make your game the best game of all time. Oh, dude.
Absolutely.
Just simple stuff, dude. Just put it in. Rank system, camos, challenges. I need it. I need it. I need it all, dude. Oh. All right, lads, is that it? Is that about wrapping it up? We're at the 3-hour mark already. Time flies when you have the best guests of all time on, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
This is now the 2-time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's back to back.
The 2-time.
Wait, were you
Daisy,
the
I
first?
expect my jacket.
He was our first guest.
Oh, that's
Yeah, Flop was the first, and then Sparky was second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And then, yeah, that's been it, actually.
Love
We'll
being
get your
here.
jacket.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
coming
we
on,
appreciate
dude.
you coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, any closing thoughts, gentlemen? I think we nailed it all for the most part. We talked everything, man. It's crazy. So much knowledge.
Yep. Not much for me. All I can say is I've learned a lot from this week from streaming single player games of people that I like to have in chat, people I don't like to have in chat, people I can just see. I got this host. I'm like, I can see everyone in the chat who I want to be part of, everything I want to be a part of, and people who I want to ban right off the bat. So I got to see that very, very awesomely. And also, Erez, if you're listening out there, go suck a dick.
Every single ending.
One day he's
Is
gonna
that
hear
Realm
this
Royale?
shit, dude.
I know.
That's the realm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
He's
man.
gonna hear that shit one day. 100%, dude. Do it every podcast.
Oh,
Until-
I'll shoehorn it in there one way or the
We'll
other.
have him. We'll have him on. You guys can duke it out, and yeah, content.
I await his arrival.
I accept your challenge. All right, guys. I'm losing my voice. We're gonna call it. Thanks for chilling, everyone. We appreciate it. Make sure you guys go check out Floppy. All right, beautiful Greek god streamer over there on the Dead by Daylight community. Go check him out. He's growing a fabulous beard now. It's looking good, bud. Looking good. See you rocking
Yeah, it looks
facial hair.
clean. I like it.
Nice and
Don't shave
clean.
I think I'm gonna shave it. Thank you.
God damn it.
God, dude. Just keep the goatee. Trust.
All right. So yeah, go follow Floppy. Twitch.tv/Flopkis. Go check it out if you guys would like to. Also follow everyone else on the Borthers podcast on Twitch. We stream very regularly. And check us out on Twitter, especially Red Rekka. Best content on Twitter. Always popping off on the TL. Right below the banner. So go check us out. Thanks for everyone coming out from Flopkis' community. Anyone following the stream, hosting it up, and all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys very much. And we will see you guys next week. Same time, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time every Sunday. And these will be up on YouTube now on Wednesdays. I changed them to Wednesdays so I can give myself some render time because 3-hour renders take days. So, yeah, check it out on YouTube Wednesdays. We're live every Sunday at 6 o'clock Central. So, yeah, guys, thanks for chilling. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys next week on the next episode of the Borthers podcast. All right? Love you guys. See you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.
Oh, God. Did you just throw